Hey everybody, how are y'all doing? Welcome to another Saturday evening live right here on the Joe Wentz Project TV, man. And boy, it's been busy. Officially on vacation. That's a good thing. But before we get too far in, let's bring in the co-host because can't do this by myself. You know him, you love him. Here he is, the German Butcher.
I feel so loved. Everybody loves me.
That's right. It's not the same without you, man.
Thanks, man.
So, man, how did your week go, man? How's your weekend going so far? What's been going on?
My week, man, I went Lamborghini shopping. I went to Las Vegas and played craps. And then I signed a big contract to go on tour. So it's been a good week for me.
It's been great, man. I know you completely threw me off with all.
I am just exhausted.
Yeah, I am too, and I wasn't even thinking about that. I was waiting to hear. Yeah, man, I played some, and started writing a new song. Oh, that's funny, man. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Yo. Yeah, we'll get into that in a few minutes, man. It's a lot of fun doing that kind of thing, and so far the response has been pretty positive. You know, we've had a few knuckleheads, but that's all right. They're not subscribed to the channel, and they're just passing through.
Yep.
Man, it's all good. But yeah, have you played any, man, the past couple of days?
I did play, not the past couple of days. I played earlier in the week. I think Tuesday and a little Wednesday. Then Thursday, Friday, I took care of my mom's yard, which is a big job, man. I got 5 acres, so it's a big deal.
Dang.
But it's took care of. It's took care of for another week.
The last time,
and I don't mind doing it because I mean it's a lot of work, but it looks fantastic. They have fantastic grass. Everything's they've been there for 35 years, so they spend a lot of money on their little compound over there.
Man,
taking care of it's almost a pleasure.
Right, and I know you've always kept your yard well manicured and all that, and I remember years ago, man, when we lived in the neighborhood, apparently my parents weren't involved in this, but I remember your parents had it a couple of times, had that yard of the month.
Sure did, man.
The wooden sign was in the yard, it said yard of the month.
Yard of the month, man, yeah.
And I remember looking, I said, how does that work? I didn't know that there was such a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know. The sign would pop up. I didn't ask no questions. I didn't care where it come from. I just know my dad, he was one of them. Get off my grass. He's one of them, man, so.
Well, the yard always looked good. And the last time I remember being at your parents' house, their current location, and I was in high school.
Yeah.
It's the last time I was there, so my memory is very skewed of how it looks. And
sure.
And you said 5 acres. I was like, damn, I don't remember them having that. It's been 35 years. Or whatever, how long? 30-something years. I don't remember, but of course you do. But yeah, I just very faint memory of what it was like over there. But that's nice, man. You go over there and hook your mom up. That's awesome.
Yep.
Very cool, man.
Least I can do.
Yes, sir. Always help mom and your parents when you can. That's awesome. All right. I guess we'll head to the chat and we'll give everybody a shout out and then we'll get to the main topic of the show. If you're new here, this is the Joe Wentz Project TV. And to my right on the screen left on the screen is that's Ralph. That's the Butcher and musician extraordinaire. And we've known each other since we were 10. So we love to do these podcasts on Saturday nights. And we got some things lined up next week, don't we, man?
Yeah, we sure do. A couple things. I hate to suck up your vacation like that, but I know. I mean, what would you rather be doing?
What else am I going to do? Let me just sit here. No,
sit here and read the paper. Oh God,
read some Reader's Digest. Oh,
National Geographic.
Yeah. Oh. Nah, are you kidding? That's what I look forward to doing, man.
And it seems like every birthday we do pack it full of stuff, like places to go and stuff, and then by the end,
we have.
It was like, whew, that was a action-packed week.
You
remembered it, man. Ain't like, what'd you do for your birthday? Nothing.
That's right.
We always do something.
The past 3 years on my birthday, we went to Guitar Center in Greenville. I remember that, and it's the proof is on this channel. The videos are on here, so people want to fact check that. They're more welcome to do it. Okay.
If people that don't know, Joe always takes a vacation on his birthday. His birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. It's I always take the week off because I remember years ago when I started working where I am now, I couldn't do that. I didn't have no seniority.
Yep.
And I never could take the week off for my birthday. Never. And I've built up enough seniority here, I can do that. So it's nice, man. Birthday week celebration.
And you got two gifts coming, one Wednesday, one on Friday, and they have nothing to do with music or guitar. So there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know. One
thanks,
one
man.
Wednesday, one on Friday. They couldn't come together, so that's all good.
Okay, well, thank you. That's very nice. Let's see who showed up, as Ralph says. We're going to, what was this, take attendance?
Yeah, we're doing taking roll call.
Roll call. Here we go. So we'll get to this quick as we can.
Dave?
We'll see what's going on here. First up is Jip Boy. He's number one in line. He goes, I'm going to go live. I'm so-so. When I'm done, I will shout you out for a little while. I'm still feeling kind of rough. Okay, yeah, man. I understand.
He had a surgery, did he not?
He had a back surgery, yes.
You know all about that.
Yes, I've had 2 of those, and my wife's had 6.
Keep away from a back surgery.
Yeah, man. You don't want nothing to do with that. Dave Orkin, hello. He goes, hey, hi, hello.
Hey, hi, and hello. That covers it all.
That's it. Rod, hello, Joe and Ralph and everyone. Hey, Rod. Thank you for being here, man. Let's keep moving. We got Mad Axman is in the house. Let me get this to work. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. We got Ted Fair is in the house. What's up, brother Ted?
Hey, Ted. Is he the one that quit the band?
Yeah, he made a comment on that. He goes, I didn't know I was in the band. I was like, wrong Ted.
Okay.
Slim Fire. Hey, Joe and Ralph and all. Hello, man. Good to see you. Nice to see you, man. AJ Brown in the house. Hey, happy Saturday to all my internet friends.
AJ Brown.
Nice to see you, man. Oops, let me pop out this chat. I know I was doing something I wasn't doing right. My goodness, now I can see it better. Whew. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. All right. And we got, hey now, from 30,000 feet over Arizona, Rico B.
Wow.
My goodness. How you doing, Rico? Dave K says, happy Saturday, everyone.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, man. Matt Axman says, the butcher. Yes.
Yes, that is me.
That is Ralph, yes. Let's move down to Lone Rocker. Hey, Joe and Ralph and everyone. Hey, Lone Rocker.
Hey, Lone Rocker.
Slam RN.
What question do you ask every week?
You ask this question every week. I do? What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
A lot of things. I don't know.
I don't know. You have to kind of be a little bit more specific, please.
A little more context. That's probably one of those things where by the time she typed it in,
there is no
question
telling.
we done moved on. You know how it is.
There's no telling, man. AJ Brown and the AI storytelling, the mini-series, and y'all's voices changed a lot.
Yeah, there ain't much you can do about the voice.
Yeah, with the program I have, there's from what I understand as of yet, there's really nothing I can do about that because the voices change. I can only type so much for a 1.5 to 2 minute video. If you go further than that, the program starts to like wig out, and you start seeing different people when it's supposed to be our likeness, right. And it's like completely different people, and I'm like, who the hell is that? You know, and it's then it'll morph back into our likeness, and I'm like, wait a minute, no. So you can't type like a whole lot of stuff. It has to be like between 1 minute and 2 minute worth of
I wonder if that's
text.
Because you don't have the premium package. If you had the premium package,
it could be. I don't know. But I mean, it's what I'm doing is fine. I'm making them, trying to make them around 5 minutes, and I can break those up and use those for shorts on the channel, and I can put the whole thing on Facebook. So
You could have put in some prompts to give us some kind of a little build.
I don't know why in the world
It makes the
that
game
thing
30 pounds each.
that thing makes me. I know I'm not very very slim, but damn, I ain't that fat. And I was like, good Lord, what the?
It just is what it is.
And I was like, I know I ain't that big. Come on now. I like milkshakes, but I don't have them, every damn day. Let's see. Mr. Brian Powers. Hello. He goes, good evening from the firehouse. Good evening, sir.
Hey, Brian.
Oh. I love looking at my lawn after working on it. Yeah. Well, yeah, I know I do. I think that's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I just love that when it's this time of year and you cut your yard and you go out there and you can smell that fresh cut grass and you just, yep, it looks good, man. Because like Ralph has said, a nice yard is kind of a representation of everything you own.
And I always do a different pattern, whether it goes straight or do diagonal or across. Or I've even I got a tree in the middle of the yard and just do circles, and the circles get bigger till I'm done with the grass. And it looks pretty cool, too. So I try something different all the time.
With this yard, you can't do nothing like that. I have the same pattern because you got hills and up and down and rough patches. And I'm like, we can't do all that.
Right.
We'll not get a yard of the month over here. Just as long as it's cut and trimmed, that's good. Texo Cali, he goes, hey, fellas. All right. How you doing, man? Matt Axman says, how do you like the Marshall? I like it very much, yes.
Marshall Tucker.
I'm glad that Ralph we were in the green room, and I did a couple of little bit of a test run, and he was giving me some pointers on his end, which is great because that's what matters the most, what it sounds like on the other end.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Some people go, oh, that sounds great. I'm just being, it was all to where it was maxed out or something. He was an equalizer pedal off?
Yeah, well, it was on, and then I cut it off, and then you said it was better.
That was way better.
So it was adding a little too much sizzle, I guess. So
punch, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I just cut it, step on it, cut it off. I had to do that at your house, too, with that one, because there's been times I've used them, and they make things sound incredible. But I think it's also depending on the amp you're using, all that stuff, too. Just different components, so.
Right on.
Slam RN says, I just got a 4-year-old Aussie Doodle. There goes the backyard. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, if you have a fence, you'll have a trail around the fence where the dog goes back and forth. Or you'll be stepping in crap all the time, which I've had to deal with that, too.
Oh, man.
Be cutting the grass and, oh, damn it.
Like, oops. Yeah.
What
is that smell?
On the porch.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling. Mm-hmm. That's one reason I don't want to have big dogs. Mm-hmm. I just Andrew Knox in the house. What's up, Grumpies? Grumpy old bastards. What's up, Andrew? Nice to see you. Edwin Crane in the house. Good evening.
Hey, Edwin.
JP Stella, happy birthday, Grumpy. That'll be tomorrow, but thank you. Thank you very much.
56.
Down the street, Dylan. Hey, Joe and Ralph, me and my dad love your new Marshall. Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
That was good, too.
For what it is, I think it sounds really good. It sounds really, really good, man. Slim, hope you have it. Well, thank you very much, man. Thank you. Yes. Slam RN, is there such a thing as a gift not related to music or guitar?
That is, if you know Joe well enough, there is. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good answer, yeah. The bad thing is when the holidays get here and you get gifts like that, here's a glass. What the fuck? Right. A glass? Like a beer mug. Come on, man. I'm not an alcoholic. Let's just go to the 5 and dime and see the first thing we get. That'll be good. Let's go.
Right below.
Yeah, I've had that through the years, and I'm looking. I'm like, I know that you're not supposed to do this, but I would look and I'm like, really?
You actually said that?
What was it we got you? What was that? It was nice, wasn't it? Okay, what is this?
Confrontation on Christmas. All right.
I can't stand that. Put some effort in it, man. But whatever. I know that's not the shouldn't be like that, but it always sticks in the back of my mind. Man, JP Stella Marshall DSL 100. I love it. Welcome to the club. Thank you, man.
Oh wow,
the Marshall Club.
I didn't know there was a club.
Thank you. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you, man. Cameron Hart. Hey, guys. What's up? Cameron, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. We got Scott from South Carolina. New Marshall. Joe Stock. Here we come. My goodness. Mr. Josh Thomas. Hello, man. What's going on? What's up, Joe, Ralph, and everyone in the chat?
Hey, Joe.
And you can see right there, Mr. Thomas, playing the new picks right there, the Dunlop Tortex 1 millimeter that Josh was really kind of sent. I got a package in the mail the other day. It said musician's friend. I was like, what? I was like, I didn't order nothing from there. And it was, Josh had sent me that from musician's friend. A nice pack of picks, man. Thank you.
Pack of picks.
A pack of picks. Rico B. Joe, is it your birthday? And it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Yes.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Tune in tomorrow for a live stream, a birthday jam stream. We'll do that tomorrow.
If his show goes long enough, we might have his birthday this evening. We go 12 o'clock. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I know Ralph will. He'll be like, you'll see he'll be on the floor. I'm like, where's he at? Yes. Read the video title. Yeah. We're going to get into that. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Too much to type, but Joe, I have a guitar store for you. Uh-oh, you do?
All
right, man. Well, put it on out there. Herb at the Fireside Studio. Hey, Joe and Ralph, how are you two doing?
Herb.
We're doing good, sir.
Fantastic.
Doing good. Thank you, man, for asking. Appreciate that, Herb. Very kind. Let's see. Mr. Rex McGee. Hey, Mr. McGee. Hey, Joe and Ralph, glad to be here tonight. I didn't have a gig tonight. Had one last Saturday night, though. Happy birthday. That's tomorrow. Joe, have a great day and enjoy your vacation. I'll watch the unboxing. Awesome. I loved it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm glad people enjoyed it because I didn't know if that was going to do well or not because it seems like pre-recorded content for me, it just doesn't do as well as live stuff. But some things I just don't want to do live. I don't want to do no unboxing live. I mean, too many things could go wrong.
Exactly.
You know, it's just like, well, this thing's broke. So much for this live. You know, it's just too many what ifs. Let's see. Brother Ted Fair. Hey, man, he goes, new Guitar Day Gibson Les Paul Jr. double cut and TV yellow. It has a single dog ear P90 pickup. Sounds off the rails. I've looked at those before, man. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's see. Let me get down here. Trying to get caught up here, y'all. Mr. Curtis, hey, man, after being sick for a few days, I got caught up on the last 2 live streams yesterday. Thank you, Mr. Curtis. That's nice, man. Thank you.
Joe puts out a lot of stuff I have to catch up to. I honestly do.
Jess says, good evening, everyone. Hola, Joe and Ralph. Hey, Jess, from the Caribbean. What's going on? Is it DSL time? No, sir, not yet. No, that'll probably be tomorrow. Let's see. Ted Fair says, how does the new Marshall compare to your other amps like the MT15 and EVH Iconic? That is a fantastic question. They all have their own personality, that's for sure. The Marshall DSL 100 I've only had it for a couple of days, but so far it seems like it's like it's not in your face as much as the MT15 and the Iconic. I guess because they're more, I don't know, more newer amps or something. I don't know. But I mean, it still sounds great. It still has that classic Marshall sound, but it's not I don't know what I was expecting because I've never had a Marshall, but it's something, it is a little different, no doubt. And it's, but it's a good different, if that makes sense. It's not like,
did you try it out before hooking any pedals and stuff up to it? Did you try it out just?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did. It sounds good. It's it sounds just like, a Marshall would.
As expected. Yeah.
It sounds good. Of course, I run it through my setup here for the show, so I can get that stereo split. And of course, that enhances things. And it's, but it, shit, man, you heard it. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, I did.
Sounds good. You know, I think. Thank you, Ted, for the question, man. NPL, hello, fellas, and everyone in the chat. Congratulations on the Marshall, and happy birthday. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Birthday is tomorrow. Thank you very much. Hi, Ralph. Happy early birthday, Joe. Congrats on the Marshall. Thank you, Mr. Mike E. Thank you, sir.
Hey, Mike.
Texo Kelly, do we have any cool plans? Yes. Ralph and I do. Yeah, well, that's toward the end of next week. Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to go to a music store up in Fletcher, North Carolina. I made contact with a gentleman that works there, and they were interested in Ralph and I coming up there. And so, sure, man, you know. And so we're going to do that. And then Friday, we should do the Guitar Shop video, the tour, grand opening. And we were supposed to do that this past Friday, but I talked to Chris the other day, and he said they wasn't quite ready yet. So he said, "Can we wait one more week?" I said, "Yeah, man, it's up to you. You know, it's
yeah, we want him to be ready and
yeah,
best. Yeah."
Bless his heart, he said, "Y'all can come if you want to," but I was like, "Man, I'm not doing that." You know, stuff kind of in disarray. Well, this is where the guitars are supposed to go, but as you can see,
just step over these boxes here, and
there's a hole in the wall where, you know, I'm like, "What?" You know,
the bathroom's flooded, but we'll get
yeah. The lights ain't working, but
they were just busy hanging the rest of the guitars and stuff.
Yeah,
nothing major.
Yeah, there's some finishing touches. Yes, yeah. Let's see. We got Mr. David Edward. Hello, Mr. Edward. He goes, "Hey, Joe and Ralph, the German Swifty."
German Swifty, man.
Just jokes, Ralph. Just jokes.
You didn't even have to put that in parentheses. We know they're just jokes. The same for you guys. If we say something or you put a comment and we kind of pick at you about it, it's just jokes, man.
We're just joking. Yes.
So
please don't take anything personal. No,
German
please
Swifty,
don't.
Absolutely. Bring it on.
We're just joking around.
Yep.
Mr. David Edwards, happy early birthday, Joe. Congrats on the new Marshall head. Thank you, sir. That's very nice. Thank you. Let me see if I can make this scroll down. There we go. Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much, Mr. Dave Orkin. Let's move on down to Mr. Rex McGee. He says that I love the Marshall DSO 100. They are great. I was the owner of 2 stacks in '73, 2 of the 2960A and 2 1960B cabs, 100 watt super lead and 200 watt head. Wow.
Good Lord.
I have a pic of me when I was playing bass. Dang, 200 watt head. My goodness.
It says was the owner, so I'm going to say.
Okay.
Was.
Okay. Mr. Josh Thomas, you like the picks? They become my new favorite. I do enjoy the picks. Yes, they're very comfortable. Thank you very much.
Joe's really picky about his picks. Corny. Sound like a dad joke, doesn't it?
Yeah. Let's see. Is that Kai Blue or KY Blue?
KY.
Kai Blue. I don't know. Hey, man. How are you doing? Happy Saturday to all. Hello.
How you doing?
This program brought to you in part by KY Blue. Yeah, buddy. Operators are standing by. No, let's see. Mr. Dave Orkin chimes in. He goes, "I just bought a Gibson Flying V to do some upgrades and experiments on."
All right.
That's awesome, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
So you bought it just in case something goes wrong. No big deal.
I think he just likes to tinker and upgrade.
It's alive.
He likes to upgrade stuff, which is fun, you know. Edwin Crane says, "At this point in my life, anything '80s I haven't seen in a while, as a gift makes me smile." Nice, man. Very nice. Let's see. Mr. Curtis, what does your shirt say? Oh, says I play I play guitar because I like it, not because I'm good at it.
That's pretty good.
I've had this shirt for years. I couldn't remember what it said on it. But, yeah. Let's see. Dylan, down the street, Dylan, it's a new amp day for us, too. We got a 100-watt Waze Craft amp head. Nice. Congratulations.
Down the street, Dylan.
Yeah. Wow. Bong Water Taffy. How different does the gain structure feel compared to a 5150? The 5150 has a lot more punch in the gain stage. Has a lot. I mean, from what I've messed with so far, I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you my little bit of experience with it, short time with it. But yeah. But still, man, it's hard to explain. You can get that kick and everything too here, but man, it cleans up really good too. If you got to dial that volume back and get a little, clean, doing a softer part of the song, that it calls for something a little cleaner, man, you just roll it back and it's really cool. I was like, man, I can see why people love these amps. Let's see. User Brian, VH 5150. Hey guys, happy birthday, Joe. Rock on, man. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. AJ Brown, quit picking on
Never.
Joe, Ralph.
Never. You're next, AJ. You're on my list. You are on my list, dude.
Oh my goodness. Time Surfing Alien. Good evening, friends. Hello, man.
Hey, I'm Surfing Alien.
How you doing? We have caught up in the chat. Yes. Mr. David Edward, Joe, you need a shirt that says, I got gas. No, I can't help. I do have, it's somewhere. I do have one that says I got gas, yeah. I haven't seen it in years. There ain't no telling. I got so many shirts, it's kind of ridiculous.
Like guitars. He got too many shirts.
We got Searching for Tone. Good evening, y'all. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
So, all right, we've caught up in the chat. So, y'all keep them coming. Y'all are what makes this show keep rolling forward. So, but yeah, so what was we wanting to touch on? Okay, Guitar Center. All right. So, will we ever visit Guitar Center again, or whatever the title was? I can't remember what I titled it, but it was late last night. But so yeah, in case for people that don't know, man, it's been, I guess, today makes a week. Okay. So a week ago today, I got on Guitar Center online and ordered a 412 cab to put with the existing cabinet I have so I can make it a full stack with the DSL 100. And so I wait, and it gets toward the end of the week and still nothing. So I call the customer service number for Guitar Center, and the people were super nice on the phone. I talked to two different people. Why is that? Because the first person I talked to took my information and all that, but he never returned my call. And so I called the next day, and same thing. But I told the second customer service rep, I said, man, just cancel the order. And he said, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Is there, can I ask why and all that? I said, yeah, I can tell you why. And I said, it's just, I haven't heard nothing, man. I haven't heard anything. And nobody's reached out to me to say if it's on the way, or because I can pull it up and it just says in process. That's all it says. And it said that for a week. And
they had no explanation or nothing for that?
Well, this guy, he's just kind of the middleman, so he doesn't, I said, can you call the store? It was in Reno, Nevada, so they're 3 hours behind us. I said, can you call the store and talk to somebody? And it kind of, I don't know, man. I could be wrong, but the vibe I got, it was kind of like, yeah, we can. I'm like, well, what? Like they really didn't want to, So I was like, okay, well, I said, I tell you what, man, we'll just nip this in the bud. Just go ahead and cancel it. And that kind of, he's, well, let me, you can hear him going, typing on the keyboard. And he goes, it says here it's in the warehouse. I'm like, okay.
Let me talk to my supervisor. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I, But he said, well, I'm sorry to hear that. And I said, yeah, man, just go ahead and just cancel it. It's not nothing I have to have. Well, I don't have to have none of this stuff, but I was looking forward to it because it was a good deal on the cab. It was a really good deal. So, in the pictures, it looked all right, maybe a little TLC, clean it up a little bit, it'd look even better. But anyway, I told him to cancel it. So I look on the site, I think it was today and yesterday, and it still says the same thing. Processing, still in processing. I was like, okay. So
They must not really want to sell it.
they must not, but that's okay.
They ain't Sweetwater.
You know what, man? It's funny you say that because I sent Ralph a text at like 3 a.m. because I dozed off and I woke up, and this has not happened in a long time. I woke up and I went, yep, you know what? Let's do this. Grab my phone, Sweetwater.com, pull it up, and I knew what in my mind. I said, let me look. I've had this in the back of my mind for a while. So I pulled it up, looked at it, and
Yeah.
pulled the trigger. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a big old trigger, too.
That was a big ass trigger to pull. And I thought to myself, 5 seconds after I did it, I said, oh, well, we'll just sell some stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do. So y'all get to hear it here first. So the first guitar on the chopping block that I thought about is I like to put it out here first because eventually when it goes on Reverb, it's up for grabs for anybody.
Sure. Somebody might want that.
Right. If somebody's watching this and they've watched, they're familiar with the guitars I've had in the past and they're in with my inventory. So if y'all will recall, it wasn't that long ago I got the fluorescent red or whatever Ibanez. We nicknamed it Big Deborah. And I think AJ came up with that name. But yeah, that's going to be one guitar that I'm going to sell. That is a freaking awesome guitar, man. It is phenomenal. But I got to sell a couple.
Yeah.
To get possibly three. Just to,
possibly three, exactly.
Possibly three, and that's fine. That's because what's coming, and believe it or not, man, it's gonna be here Monday. Because I sit there, I ordered it last night. Well, actually, early this morning, like 3 a.m. And I thought, okay, man, you got to sell 2 or 3 guitars, which is no big deal. I don't care. And so you're hearing it here first. That's going to be the one that's going up. It's going to be that nice Ibanez RG 550. It will be on the chopping block. So let's see here. Tex O'Calley says, in the short month or so since I subscribed, you have added a Marshall, sold 2 guitars, added another 2 guitars, all while sitting in a room full of guitars. Man, you really do have gas, and so do I. Yeah, that's what we do here, man.
Yeah, and you just been with us a month.
Yeah, man, you need to go back and watch more Tex on the on some past videos, man. But you're right. I don't really go back and look at a lot of old content on this channel. I just don't. Mm-hmm. But a couple of times when I'm watching something, one of my old videos might pop up and it'll say, watch this next. And I'm like, good Lord, that's old. And I'll click on it and I'm like, wow, this room was pretty bare when that video was made. And over time it just gets more and more stuff in it.
Yeah, I can see that with my room too. Look, some of our videos, there's like nothing in here. I got 3 guitars and a drum kit, and then as the time goes on, then I had them shingled and one time, and now I got this, and who knows what's going to be like next week.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mike says Phil McKnight said he filmed his follow-up interview with GC CEO with the GEC. Yeah. Okay. All right. Video should be out this coming week. Let's see what the big wig has to say this time around. Yes, Mike, I'm right there with you. I'm very, very curious to see how that's going to turn out. Because I knew he was supposed to do, because I was thinking about that a few days ago. I said, Phil's supposed to be interviewing the CEO of Guitar Center, and sure enough, he was.
You'd think they'd be really focused on customer service. They should have meetings. Sweetwater's really kicking our ass right now. We need to focus on customer service.
Yeah, I mean, and I know, to me, oh God, this is always a back and forth thing, and I'm not. My mission is not to dog Guitar Center. All right, that's not what I enjoy going there. Ralph and I went to some that were really good, but we went to some that were kind of could be better, and that's with anything.
Yes,
That's with any type of business. All right, but I think that I'm starting to compare Guitar Center to like McDonald's. Because that's the kind of service you're getting.
Yes,
when it
exactly.
used to not be that way. McDonald's has always been that way, but Guitar Center wasn't like that.
Right.
And now it's like, now it is. And I'm like, damn. It's and believe it or not, I went to McDonald's on the way to work this past Thursday. I said, well, I got to grab something to eat, and I had an encounter inside the restaurant almost. I mean, it was, the damn lady behind the counter. Oh, you are not. I said, do what now? And then she changed her tone right away, because I guess she was going to see if I was going to retaliate with loud yelling, like,
right.
what her weird self was doing. And I said, look, I just figured y'all forgot about me. I've been out there for almost 10 minutes. I mean, come on, man. But in the back of my mind, I was like, man, this is kind of like Guitar Center, you know, so. But, so yeah, it's, MPL says that Guitar Center just keeps shooting themselves in the foot, don't they? Well, that's what I was going to get at. And I understand, again, it's not like this at every Guitar Center, but the ones that I've visited, some people that work there, they just don't want to do their job. And I think Guitar Center will just take anybody. You want a job here? Okay, yeah, come on. And just it's not like that with Sweetwater. You got to pass a test with Sweetwater to work there. I mean, you have to it's like you're taking an exam in college or something. I mean, it's for real. So there's a big difference in.
That's how you weed out the garbage and get the
exactly. Now, could Guitar Center pay their folks more money? Yeah, they could. But if the turnover rate was a lot lower, then that would tell me they make good money. But the turnover rate is crazy, and I'm assuming that they have a lot of hoops that the employees that work there that have to sell stuff, they probably have to hit a certain thing a lot, and it's probably impossible to hit. And so they, that's what I'm guessing. I don't know. I wish those questions were asked at the CEO, because I'd like to hear that. But AJ Brown, downtown AJ Brown says, you selling Big Deb already? Yes. Yeah. I got to, man. Yeah. I have to. And when y'all see what's coming, you'll understand. You will understand. Well, maybe some of you won't. I don't know. Mr. Josh Thomas, my local Guitar Center in Columbus, Ohio, was the worst experience there was. Just stuff everywhere, like trash, and some guitars had a thick layer of dust. I was in there for 10 minutes and walked out. Now, was this recent, Mr. Thomas, or was this like a while back? And if it was a while back, have you been back to see if it's any different? The reason I'm asking you that is this. Because my first visit to Guitar Center in Charleston was not good. I walked in there, and it was the same type of thing. I walked in there, and I looked. I said, oh, my God. It was just stuff was in disarray. There was papers on the floor. I was like a lot of kids just went through there like they just had playtime and didn't pick up their stuff. It's what it reminded me of. And I was like, yeah, that's And then ended up going back like a year or something ago. I'm close to a year ago. There's a video on the channel about it. It's in the playlist of Guitar Shop reviews on this channel. I went back, and it was totally different. And they had their pedal display out, like all of them are supposed to have. Mm-hmm. And it's not as big as some of the others. It's in with a strip mall, like a lot of these around here are. But it did look better. It was like you could tell they made an attempt
Yes.
to make it look better. It wasn't just like, yeah, just put that over there and that's good enough. I mean, it did look, So, so I was like, well, it does look better in here. So they kind of got more of my respect as a customer. Now, here's what I thought was strange. Now, I don't know if this is like this at every Guitar Center. I went in there and I said, well, I'm going to get a 3-pack of Diodario 9 to 42 gauge strings. Because I don't go in there and just buy 1 pack because you're
Right.
you're kind of losing money in the grand scheme of things. It's best to get a 3-pack or a whatever, 10-pack, something. Because you can get them for a decent price when you do it that way. So they had a 3-pack of Diodarios. I got them, and there were some people standing in line. So I was waiting, and an associate comes by, and he has his smartphone. And he goes, "Is that all you getting, sir?" I said, "Yes, sir." And he goes, "Here, I'll help you." And he goes, boop, he scans it with his phone, and I gave him my debit card right there, and we did the whole transaction on his phone. I've seen people, they can put something in their phone and slide the card up, but he didn't do none of that. Everything was just like, he tapped it on the screen of the phone, and he done the transaction right there. I was like, wow.
That's convenient.
So that was pretty cool. I've never seen another GC do that, but then again, it could be like that everywhere, and maybe not. I don't know. But when I saw that, I said, no, I like that. That, and because the guy actually, he saw me standing there, and there was some guy at the counter, some customer, making a big deal over nothing. He was complaining to I guess it was his mom or something, but she wouldn't buy this high ass expensive guitar. And this dude looked like he couldn't do 3 chords, and he was pissing and moaning because she wouldn't get it for him. And well, call Dad. She goes, "I'm not calling your dad. He's asleep. He's got to work tonight," and all this stuff. And he was making all this scene. I was like, "You know how to fix that, lady?" Apparently you don't, because this is retarded in here. Stop doing that. Don't let that boy get away with that. But so they're doing that, and that guy walked over to me and he said, "Is that all you're getting, boss?" I said, "Yes, sir." And he did it, and I was out the door. I filmed in there, and they didn't say nothing, But I'm kind of discreet. I'm not like, well, let's see what I don't do all that. I try to be discreet as possible. But if they were ever to tell me, "Look, you can't do that here," then I'd be like, "Okay, no problem." And I won't.
I'm surprised Guitar Center hadn't come out with some kind of a loyalty program like most stores have. Use a loyalty card and build points, and then you get the discount or get a $50 off something that you buy. They should do something like that, because when you go to a Guitar Center, generally you spend a couple $100, unless you're just going for strings or something. But like I bought a $3,000 drum set. I bought several guitars. I spend a lot of money there.
Yeah, I agree. I do know that the only rewards system that I'm aware of with them is if you have their Guitar Center gear card, which is like, of course, their credit card. Yeah. And if you use that, you get rewards cash. But not everybody's going to do that. Not everybody can. I couldn't get a Guitar Center credit card for years. For many, many years. I would go to the one in Greenville, and I would get, like you said, I'd get a pack of strings, and the guy said, "All right." And it looks like they still have the same registers, the same programs that they're using to check out and all that. It's like, you remember back in the day, what was that, like Sears? Remember Sears? You go to Sears and you go pay, and it's like they had the same computer screens and the keyboard since like 1978.
Yes. Part of the reason they went
never
under.
upgraded.
Never upgraded.
That's how it is at this GC in Greenville. I was like, damn, are they ever going to upgrade their stuff? But anyway, I went there a long time ago. He goes, "All right, is that all you getting?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "You want to get in our string loyalty program?" I said, No. And he goes, "Do you want to apply for a Guitar Center gear card?" I said, "Yeah, sure." Man, he went, and within 5 seconds, no, you want to pay with cash or debit? That you got turned down.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Yeah, you get out of here. And but yeah, it was like that for many years, and I didn't get a Guitar Center gear card till maybe 4 years ago.
They didn't know what they were missing out on. They gave you one.
Yeah, You're right. And that's why I always did business with American Musical Supply for so many years, because I didn't have to worry about that. They would just say, "You want to pay every month for this guitar. They 6 months. So you pay once a month for 6 months, and I was like, yeah, that'll work. I got a lot of my gear that way, and I didn't have to worry about credit or anything. But now it's a different story, thank goodness, because it is nice to have another option, to secure what you want, and then you can pay later. So it's nice. We asked Mr. Josh Thomas he said the Columbus, Ohio GC was horrible. I said, was that recent or a while back? He said that visit was recent. All right, sir. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Brother Ted Fair chimes in. He goes, Phil McKnight said it well when he said GC hires the wrong kind of people. They need sales-oriented people, not musicians. I think that's what he said. Yeah, it's
probably true.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm guessing. I'm guessing. I don't think they really have a lot of requirements for you to work there, like, experience, as opposed to Sweetwater.
Yeah.
When Ralph and I was at Sweetwater, a couple of people were there for interviews, and man, they were dressed for success, man.
Right. Yeah.
They weren't. They didn't show up in jeans and a t-shirt and tennis shoes. They were.
You could tell they were wanted that job.
They had their damn portfolio, whatever, folder with them and briefcase, and I was like, damn, you would think this guy was applying at Wall Street or something, man.
You got to dress for the job you want.
Exactly. So, and we saw two people. One was a younger guy, and one was a guy about our age. Mm-hmm. And we saw one person one day, and we went the next day. We saw the other guy. I said, "Damn, he's here for a job." And the guy come out, "Are you Jason?" "Yeah." "Well, come on back, man." And I was like, "Holy shit!" I think Sweetwater's only the big thing in Fort Wayne. There's really probably not a lot economy wise, I guess.
Well, from what we saw.
For what we saw, yeah. I mean, because from what we saw, it was pretty bad. But anyway.
Remember, they had that employee wall with all the pictures, and I did a rough count, and I forget what the number was. Remember, I counted them like 2,000, 2,500 employees. It was a lot.
Yes. Tex says that I had always intended to ask the question eventually, but when I saw the song title Big Deborah, I just assumed it was about a girl. But now I wonder. No, man, you gotta. That song is it's about Little Debbie snack cakes.
Not about your girl. She big.
Nah, dude, no. I wouldn't do that. No, that's no, Tex. You got music is subjective, but that is not what I'm going for in that song. No, it's about Little Debbie snack cakes, and the joke was that. The logo Little Debbie that's been around for years. Somebody made one up not long ago. Instead of Little Debbie, now it's Big Deborah. Now she's kind of a hefty, big husky woman because she's ate Little Debbie cakes all of her life.
She was getting high on her supplies. What she was doing. So
I said that'd be funny to write a song about Little Debbie snack cakes, but title it Big Deborah. So that's what. If you go back and listen to it now, it'll make sense when you listen to the lyrics, listen to the words. Yeah,
the song was the culmination of us beating that joke to death. Yeah. I think A.J. Brown started that. I don't know why I think that.
I think you're right.
I think so too.
Yeah. Andrew Knox, former Guitar Center employee. Andrew's got a lot of knowledge about GC. He says another big difference in GC and Sweetwater is inventory locations. 300 plus versus one. Really, the only similarity in the two companies is the products they sell.
Right on.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that is the only similarity because you don't get that service at Guitar Center like you do with Sweetwater. But, I mean, from my experience, I would like to go to a lot of different.
By the way, they package and ship stuff's different from Guitar Center to.
Yeah.
It's nice now.
And yeah, because when I got the satchel model here, it was in a box and it had just a little bit of bubble wrap around and that was it. I mean, it was loose. It wasn't, it wasn't secure. And when I picked it, I said, "Oh my God, is this thing broke?" And because you hear it, I said, "Oh my God!" And I took it out, and luckily it was fine. But I will say, the DSL 100 again. This is a different Guitar Center location. Used, it was packaged very well. It was in the original box with the styrofoam corners on the amp, so it was it was just kind of blew my mind that the tubes were in it and already inserted because I'm not an amp person. I don't have a lot of knowledge, but I've always heard that usually a store will take the tubes out and individually wrap them in bubble wrap. That's what, well, ironically enough, the other Guitar Center location where the 5150 Iconic came from, they did that. So every store is different, and I wish that, again, it's like the fast food scenario. You just never know what you're going to get at each location. The McDonald's down here might be wonderful, and every time you go there, it's fantastic. You go over here a couple of miles, and it's just a nightmare.
Yep. Employees,
that's right. And some of them people are just looking to get in an argument with you in a fight or something. I'm like, damn. Mad Axman says, you only have to walk upright and speak to get a job at Guitar Center. Yeah, I mean, I believe it. I'm not trying to, I'm just speaking from my experiences, all right? That's all. I've had some that were great. GRB Aquatics, good day, Joe and Ralph and everyone. I hope you're doing well. Good day, sir. I hope you're doing well. Also, let's go down to Mr. Josh Thomas now that we got this GC ball rolling. Let's see if anybody is going to throw in their story or anything with an experience at GC. Oh, but to answer the question, will we ever go back to Guitar Center? As of right now, yes, I will.
Yeah.
I will. Mr. Josh Thomas, there are too many small guitar shops closer to me other than Guitar Center, so I will support them. I think the small shops are struggling right now, in my opinion. I would agree with that statement.
I don't really have a lot of those here in Spartanburg at all. Individual shops, small shops. It's
right.
Just Guitar Center is what I got.
Yeah, you're where Ralph is. He's right. Yeah. Now you come down to Greenville, as Ralph is well aware. There's a bunch of independent shops. I was like, wow, I had no idea till we started doing these trips to these guitar shops. I said, I had no idea there was that many down in this area.
Yeah,
I did not know. And yes, I believe it's hard for a guitar shop or music store to make it because, man, they got to hit a certain mark, I would imagine, every day or every other day. Mm-hmm. And then you got to make a profit. You got to buy your inventory or whatever, however that works.
The margins are slim on a individual shop like that. Yeah.
And as we know, there was one shop that we went to twice. They have closed. And
I hate that too.
And I do too. And it was somebody in the chat brought it to our attention when
we didn't even know
when that news broke about a month ago or so, and I was like, "Do what?" And sure enough, when I went to Cornerstone, which is close to that other location, let me ride by there and look, and sure enough, the letters were off the wall, and it was closed up, and I thought, man, that's sad.
It is, but
I get it, man. I mean, if you just stop and think about it for a minute, just think how much goes into running a guitar store. There's a lot. Any business.
Yeah.
There's a lot, man. When you're paying rent and, probably insurance and then your inventory. And if you have people working for you, I mean, you got to pay them. And there's a lot, man. It's just, I wouldn't want to get into it. No, thank you. It takes a lot. Edwin Crane says, I've learned one thing about music stores. You get a better deal when you have you have a hot wife and platform shoes.
All right.
All righty then. Okay. The time is 4:20. Edwin, the time is 4:20. 4:20 sharp. Nah, I know what you're saying, man. Let's see. All right, Mr. Edward, you going to take off? I hear you, man. Thank you, sir, for being here. Slimfire, Josh, I think you're right. It's good to support your local guitar store. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, support your local guitar shops. Yeah,
that's why we've done so many. Do you have a count on how many we've done? Do you different stores? Do you know?
Oh man, right offhand, no.
I have to look into that.
I'm going to say it's got to be close to a dozen.
At least, yeah.
I would say it's close to that. Yeah. And You know, when we went to Hendersonville last year to Tempo Music, and I can't remember the gentleman and his wife. I can't remember their names. I'm drawing a blank. Super nice people. And he said that store had been there since like the 50s.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And it's because he said before they got it, it was like a record store. You know, and I was like, wow. But they've been there from probably since the 60s or something like that. So they've been there all their adult lives running that store. So when they decide to retire, it's crossed my mind. What are they going to do? Are they going to pass it down to somebody in the family, or are they just going to, you know, or do they own that building? Are they leasing it? None of my business. It's just things that went through my head, because that's prime property right there, man. And that area is. I was like, man, they'd make a mint if they own this building. Oh my God.
Yeah, some of those stores were on Main Street, where they got a lot of foot traffic, man, you know, a lot of good locations.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do. AJ Brown, Joe, I know you put up the green curtain to do backdrops back in the day. You ever consider taking it down? This back here, yeah, I've considered it, but it's way too late. Way too much work to take that down now, because when I first started moving stuff in this room, you didn't have the hangers and you didn't have all that other stuff. And yeah, you're right. I did consider using it for a green screen, and I was like, well, this ain't going to work. And really, to be honest with you, the wall, you know, the paint and all, it's just old. So it's good that it covers that up. I'm just being honest, you know. I was like, well,
holes in the wall.
No, there ain't no holes in the wall, nothing like that. It's just some of the paint, you know, it's just old. This house is old. So I just left it up. I was like, you know, green, it matches the lightsabers I got up there anyway. So, and I like green. You can see, yeah, there you go. So it works, man. Let's see. We got Grapple with Reality. Hello. I don't ever have these issues at the one in Birmingham, Alabama, the Guitar Center. See, there you go.
It's probably a larger guitar center.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for commenting. And yeah, like I've said, Ralph and I, we went to the one in Asheville, North Carolina, Thanksgiving last year.
Wow.
It's sensational Guitar Center location. Absolutely. I was like, oh my God, man. I said, why can't all of them be like this?
Yeah.
You know, and it was an amazing store up there. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see. Slam RN says, my very first job was in 1968 in a music store, because I used to go in to buy sheet music for guitar, and the counter person was on a leave. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Let me scroll this up there. Scott from South Carolina, he says, besides Little Debbie, we all knew Wendy as well. Wendy's.
Yep.
We got Kerry Barr. Hello from North Charleston. Hey, Kerry, how you doing, man?
Hey, Kerry.
Is that where that Guitar Center is? Because when I did that video, I said I'm in Charleston, South Carolina, and the local residents, they were real quick in the comment section to say, you're in, I can't remember if they said North Charleston or what, but they were real quick to say,
correct you, huh?
Yeah, you're not saying this right. And I was like, oh, my bad. Okay, I'm not from here. I don't know.
Maybe there's a bad part of Charleston.
There might be. I mean, where I was at,
Fort Wayne.
I know where I was at. There's one of our branches not far from there, and it's in a crap. That's in a crap area. Not the Guitar Center, but our branch. It's not far from that area at all. Maybe a few miles, but a few miles is a lot in a city. You know, things can change within a couple of blocks. But thank you, Kerry, for commenting, man. Feel free to take part in the chat, sir.
Participate.
Let's see. Participate. Ted Fair, with all this talk about Little Debbie, I'm getting hungry. Give me a bottle of anything and a glazed donut to go. Yeah, DLR reference for Yankee Rose. I like that. Edwin Crane. They don't have a fort in Fort Wayne.
We needed one.
Yeah. Yeah, we were kind of wondering if we were going to have to some kind of some kind of protection somehow. Let's see. Slam RN with some history here. They have a replica of the old fort, not the original.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot more than I ever knew.
We didn't branch out too far.
No. Mike he comments. I've heard that too about shipping tubes, but pretty sure both my combo amps came from Sweetwater with the tubes already installed. Maybe amp heads are treated different. Yeah, I don't know. I was when I got the Iconic head, it was like I said, the tubes were individually wrapped in bubble wrap, and I was like, "Oh, that's great." And I get this one, and it was already inserted, and I was like, "Okay, I guess I don't know. Does it matter? I don't know."
You never know how your package is going to be handled because it's just like any place else. UPS or FedEx have bad employees.
They're going to
chunk it on the truck.
Chuck those things around. Boom.
Yeah, be having a bad day.
Yeah.
Pissed off at their wife. They're chunking stuff in the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing it in your yard here.
Yeah. And there's been times like when something finally gets delivered here, I want to ask the driver, dude, where have you been? But I'm like,
don't poke that bear.
Don't, because I remember people asking me that when I was delivering to stores. Where you been? We've been waiting. And I was like, oh, really? Next time I come here, I'm going to be really late.
Exactly. You want to go off on them, sure.
Yeah. So I get it. Yet. So I just didn't say anything. I just said, all right, thank you. You don't want to make it shoot yourself in the foot, so to say, because eventually they're going to come back and bring your stuff. Rod, GC by my house is great. We have 2 smaller independents as well in the area. All right. Let's see. Let me scroll down. Let's go to Satch Rules. Satch Rules says, hi, Joe. Was wondering when you learn songs, do you write the song structure on paper or just play along till you remember all the parts? If it's a song that I've never played before, or maybe I might know the intro or something, but I'm not familiar with the structure, the song structure, as you say, I will get on YouTube and watch Carl Brown, Guitar 365. I'll watch him, but I also will watch Marty 5150. I like both of those. So, and once I understand the structure, I don't write anything down. I kind of refer to the video a little bit for a few seconds, maybe a couple of minutes. And then I'm playing, I'm like, I get it now. I see what he's doing. And then I just repetition. Yes. Repetition.
Yeah, and sometimes when I'm struggling with something and I'll look like you do, look up a video, just seeing the person play it is enough for me to, he's up there. Now I can figure it out. I don't have to necessarily see the texture. Right. All the time. Now,
don't get me wrong now, back in the early days, I was looking at tablature, I was writing stuff down.
Oh, tablature's great.
Yeah, and it's just, it's just everybody learns on a different scale. Mm-hmm. But repetition, man, is key. And for me, it helps. And I was working on a solo on a song today that's considered a classic rock song that I've never tried. And I was like, man, you should know how to do this. At least 50% of it, you should know. So I bought the backing track, and I watched Marty 5150 demonstrate the solo, and I was like, okay, I see what he's doing here, and I was able to start understanding it. And then he gets up to the higher notes, and he's doing it's very important that you only do half a bit. I'm like, I'm not doing all that, dude. I'm just going to do my thing up here because I'm not going to be in a tribute band, so.
It's true.
As long as I hit the landmarks, we're good. So, Jimmy Z, what's up, Jimmy? What's up, fellas? Hope everyone is well. Yes, sir. Hope you're doing well. Grapple with reality. Sweetwater has at least 2 fulfillment centers, maybe 3 or more. Yeah, they got one in Fort Wayne, and they have one out there near where Ted is, I believe, kind of close to his area on the West Coast, I think. If Ted's in here, he can confirm that or correct me, whatever. I can't be 100% sure, but I do know of 2 of them. Mr. Josh Thomas, FYI, my dad lives in Rock Hill and informed me Woody's is going out of
Get
business.
out of here.
If you need to find a deal, they have it.
What?
All guitars, drums. Oh my gosh.
Do we need to go up there?
Holy mackerel.
I didn't see that one coming.
I didn't see that coming at all. Thank you, Mr. Josh Thomas, for that information, because we went there and it's in. I'm going to be honest with you, Ralph. Ralph can chime in, of course, whenever he wants, but it's kind of in a high end of area where it's located. It's called Tiga K, I think.
Yes, Tiger.
And it's you can tell when you're there. It's money. It's money.
You're right. You're right.
And a lot of their inventory is high dollar stuff. I mean, just for me as a, because I don't shop expensive. I'm what you call mid tier. I'm not going to go in a store and spend $5,000 on a guitar. I'm just not doing it.
Right. That's a great store, great people.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Our visit there was phenomenal. The people were super nice, and they made us feel very welcome. But all their stuff it's high tier. It's very expensive. So, but I'm shocked that they're now if I recall correctly, Ralph, you can help me out. They have 2 locations, and so that one in Rock Hill, yes, is going out, but the one in Tiga K, I'm sure, is still there. So that makes sense. So the Rock Hill, maybe they're just going to consolidate
That's right. They
to
had
one
2
store.
locations. You're right, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had Rock Hill and Tiga K. So for a minute there, I was thinking of Tiga K.
Didn't he say the other one was the main store?
Rock Hill, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's what's happening.
Maybe they might just going to just have one store. But so okay, so Tiga K is still there now that it's connecting in my head now. Sorry. The one in Rock Hill, I don't know how long it has been there, but still. Wow, thank you for that, Josh. That's
I hate to hear that.
Yeah, man. I don't want to hear nothing closing up.
I hope that's
normal.
not a thing, man. We go to stores and they close down later. I hope that's not a jinx or something.
No.
I know.
AB Normal, what's going on, my friend? How you doing, man? Thank you for being here. Yeah, that was, I don't want to hear nothing of stores closing down, because there needs to be independent shops. There needs to be that. GC and even Sweetwater, they shouldn't monopolize all the territory. There needs to be independent shops, man. That has to be. Tech says if Sweetwater has fulfillment centers, as you suggest, then they are like Amazon in that regard, and I'll work for Amazon during 2020 as an essential employee. I had a good time driving a truck. All right. Let's see. Downtown AJ Brown. If you guys started J&R Guitars tomorrow, what would your stock look like? What would you guys do to keep the shop alive and well?
Wow.
Ooh.
What would we do to keep it alive and well? We having zero experience with any of that. That's a hard question.
Yeah. I wouldn't even worry about a physical store. That's why I would sell online. A lot of places do that. That's just to me, that's just where it's at. A lot of the traffic is online. I don't know, man. If money wasn't an object and we had money you got to have startup costs. You got to look at location, and there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of things that go into play. I don't know, man.
What kind of guitars? Kind of the mid tier that any average Joe can buy these guitars.
That's me.
That's what I mean.
That's what I would. Yeah, I would not.
200 to 1,000, somewhere in there.
Exactly. That's exactly what I would want to stock. Yes, and that's pretty much what I sell in my store on Reverb.
And drum kits and basses.
Yes.
Probably keyboards.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be nothing that's outrageous.
No, it wouldn't be nothing outrageous.
You come in here, you better have a gold card. Nothing like that. Oh, I'm not shopping there. Let's see. Let's see. Edwin Crane. Wendy's at 2 a.m. with spicy nuggets are nice. 2 a.m. Man, if I eat something like that, I couldn't go to sleep. Man.
Spicy nuggets.
Ooh. Let's see. Tech says, by the way, last year I ordered a Floyd Rose trim and it is cast in this beautiful blue metal, but the arm was scratched. I emailed Floyd Rose, and they sent me a new replacement, which is cool. That's good, man. That's good. I'm glad they hooked you up. Chick Mac, what is going on, man? Nice to see you, man. Jonathan Thaxton. Hey, Jonathan. I bought a blues driver today at Pecknell. There you go. I wish more small stores would post inventory online. I hate going to small shops and not buying anything. Yes, I believe they do have some inventory online, don't they? I want to say when I did a video there that I want to say they did. They had some on online presence, I believe. I could be wrong, but... let's see. GRB Aquatics, he says, speaking of green, have you seen that new Fender Player Lead 2 in neon green? It's bright. No, sir, I have not seen that. I need to check that out.
Brighter than the neon green behind Joe's head.
Ooh, my goodness. Let's see here. Let's go on down. Let's go out to California where Ted is and see what he's got to say. When I was trying out a Charvel Sandemus at GC, I had a salesman tell me I was playing the song in the wrong position with the right notes. I lost it and started laughing at him. I didn't buy it. Oh my God. Yeah, why would you tell somebody?
If you're going to come over and start,
criticizing
me, I'm out too.
Yeah, that's no.
Before I bash you over the head.
Exactly. Yeah, like, dude, don't ever do that, man.
You mean, I'm playing the right notes, but you don't like the way my hands are on the neck? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have had words with that person real quick. Yeah. Because how many times have we've all had this experience? You go in GC and there's a newbie on the guitar, and they're trying, but they got that amp cranked up. I'm like, oh my God, turn that down, man. Holy crap. But I just never, everybody's different, but even through my years of playing, I never wanted to do that.
Right.
I don't mind going to Guitar Center, but if I try something, which I want to try to see how we all know when you hit this one down here, when you get it off the wall, it's not going to be set up for the most part, but I still want to feel the neck and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I've never been one of those to plug in and turn it up like that. I always kept it really low. And sometimes I'm like, damn, I can't hear what I'm doing because this jackass over here is trying to play Sweet Home Alabama for the millionth time.
Right. I know it's a music store, but it takes away from the experience of what your experience.
Your experience, yes.
I know it's a music store and you're supposed to play, but there is an unwritten rule amongst musicians. You go in there, you don't...
Courtesy, man.
Yeah, don't be a...
Somebody, when I did the video at GC, and I don't know if it's North Charleston or Charleston, whatever... and there was if you watch that video, I'm walking, there's this guy playing just nonstop, playing this metal stuff on this guitar, and he's got it turned up, and nobody has said nothing to this guy. Mm-hmm. And he just keeps on and on and on. And I went into the acoustic room to show those, and I did that for a reason, because I know those rooms are soundproof. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I walked in there and that door went shut, you couldn't hear that guy playing that BS. And I'm like, well, here's a Martin, and I don't even play acoustics, but I know people like to see them on the videos. But as soon as I was in there for a few minutes, and as soon as I went back out, opened that door, boom, you could hear that. And I said something about that in the video, and somebody commented, what GC, it'd be a good idea if they had like a headphone station and let people just wear headphones and play. And I was like, that's genius.
Yeah, it is. Remember, even at Sweetwater, we went into the electric guitar room, and there was two guys playing, and they were really good, but it was so loud. We left and waited for them to finish and leave so we could go in there, because it just takes away from the experience. Even though what they were playing was good, it was just so loud and unnecessary.
Yeah, I was like, well, are you trying to? In my mind, I think, are you trying to showboat? What are you doing?
That's exactly what that is.
And I'm like, you don't need to show me your skills, man, because there's always somebody better, and that's the feeling I get. I'm like, okay, dude, what are you doing, man?
It's just disrespectful. I think.
And it's like, but I have heard this term, and it's sad but true. Guitar players, they love attention. Any musician loves the attention. Besides wanting to learn and wanting to learn how to play, it does feel good when somebody goes, "Oh man, play that again," But if you take that in the wrong way, and it's going to come out where you're showboating, and then the ego gets inflated and all. And I've seen that a lot at guitar centers and other music stores too. And I'm like, really, man? What are you doing?
You want pats on the back? Go start a band or something. Go play the club. Get
exactly.
out of here.
Yeah, you don't do that in here, man. Yeah, I remember the last time I was at GC, there was this dude about our age. He's got his hat on backwards. He's got like shorts on, like he thinks he's 25 years old all over again. And he was doing all the sweet picking and stuff, and he just kept on and on. And I kind of glanced at him. He's got like this smile on his face, like, yeah, look at me, like that. And I just kept on filming. I was like, yeah, whatever, man. And his wife and his little 2-year-old kid run around Guitar Center. He's sitting there still doing this. And I'm like, yeah, dude, when you leave here, you're going back to family life. You're not going to be on no stage.
Right.
So.
That's sweet picking, man. I appreciate the skill it takes to do it, but to me, it's not pleasant to the ear, man. It's like the drums. Okay, that's real impressive.
Yeah.
But at some point, it's just all muddled together,
Yeah.
And sometimes simplicity is, I don't know.
Yeah, simplicity is key. Yeah, it's less is more on a lot of things.
I appreciate it for what it is, but
Yeah,
you ever hear? Here's my song. It's called Sweet Picking. I mean, what are we doing?
I can't stand that, man.
I know.
It sounds like an airplane propeller or something. It's just like, well, okay, man. It's like a bumblebee. Mr. Curtis, now I'm curious, what song were you trying to learn from Marty, Joe? Well, I mean, it's a classic. It's Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC. Yeah. I mean, the chords are simple, but the solo I've never messed with. And so I started today. And again, once you start to try to learn somebody's material, Angus Young, I'm like, wow. I immediately got a lot of respect for him just like that, because I'm trying to learn what he wrote. And I'm like, oh, damn, how did he come up with this? It's an old classic rock song, yeah, but if you start to dissect it and break it down, you're like, damn, this is really good.
Yeah.
I don't say, and I'm like, how did he come up with this, man? So it's very, to me, I was like, wow, that's impressive.
We need to throw an AC/DC song or two in our set list.
I agree. That's why I was learning this one so we could do it.
Is it? Okay. Well, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah,
I need to start learning this one.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Yeah, I said, if I can get this down where it's smooth enough, we'll put it in our set list.
Yes.
Which is a given. I playing for 30-something years, I should already know how to do that song, but I've shied away from it because I was like,
It's just not what you were doing. I mean,
I always loved AC/DC, but I just never was that, let me learn every song they did. I mean, and I was like, I don't know if I want to learn that solo or not, and it's all over the place. I'm like, what? And I've gotten older, I'm like, it's not as bad as I thought. Mm-hmm. It's really not. Let's see. We got to get over here. E Arts, he goes, hey guys, it's good to see you. Hey man, it's good to see you.
Great to be seen. Thank you.
Yes. Mr. Josh Thomas, TKK store will stay open. The Rock Hill store is closing. Yes, sir.
Boom. Good.
Yes, thank you for that confirmation. Here we go about the other Sweetwater Distribution Center. Ted Fair is here to back up that statement. Sweetwater Distribution Center for the left coast is near Phoenix, Arizona.
I like that, the left coast.
Yeah. Yeah, I like when he says that. That's cool.
The old left.
Mr. Josh Thomas, the owner of the Rock Hill store, Woody's store, is retiring.
Okay.
So I think that the guy that we saw at the TKK, I think his dad, if I'm not mistaken, ran the other store. I could be wrong. I want to say that's what it was, but
he might have settled. I know we interviewed him. He did not mind being on camera. He talked a lot and kind of gave a little brief history, and
I love that.
He might have mentioned that, about the other store and whatnot.
Yeah, he probably. It's been so long. Yeah. I just remember that was a long freaking drive. I didn't get home till like 9:30 that night. I was like, damn. And I was like, oh. GRB Aquatics chimes in. He goes, I won't pay $1,000 for a guitar, but I will pay $300 each for 10 guitars.
Exactly. So,
It still adds up, doesn't it, my friend?
True.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
three
been
to
guilty of
$500. That's in my pocket right there.
I've been guilty of that same way of thinking too, so I can't say nothing. Mike E, is your guys' guitar store videos encourage business. I know if I lived within a reasonable distance, I'd go to them.
And a lot of people, we got some good feedback. Every time we went to a store, released the video, they got customers. And we'd go back or whatever, and they'd say, man, we had this guy come and this guy come because they saw your video. So it does work. It works.
It does. Yes, it does. And it's all in the presentation too. How when we do these videos, we're not just showing up. Well, we're at so-and-so, and this is what all right, let's go. No, there's a lot more to it than that.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot more. But yeah, thank you, Mike. That's very kind. We were very glad to hear the positive feedback from the people, the customers. And we've met a lot of people from these visits.
It's true.
And that are here some of them are in the chat tonight. And to hear from the owners of these establishments that, personally text me or call me and say, hey, y'all are welcome back anytime.
Yeah.
And if you want to come back and do another video, just let me know and we'll get you in here. And I'm like, well, that's great. Because who doesn't love going to a music store, man, a guitar store? I mean, come on.
And there's even happened where we've got a comment. I live near this store. Didn't even know it was there. So then, they got a customer that way.
Guilty. Because I didn't know all these shops were in the local area either until I started to do my research, and I was like, holy crap. I text Ralph. I said, dude, there's a bunch of stores around. We need to go just hit up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So it worked out. Mr. Tommy P, he goes, hola.
Hola.
What's up, Tommy? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Thank you for being here, sir. Jonathan Thaxton at Pecknell, I bought the pedal online and picked it up in the store. Just for clarity. Thank you. I'm sorry, Joshua Thaxton. Did I say Jonathan? Joshua Thaxton.
You did say Jonathan.
I'm sorry. Just for clarity, I think more stores should do this, even if just a reverb shop. Yes, I agree. Thank you. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. Let's see here. Well, that's good, man. Yeah, Pecknell's a great store, man. They're a Fender dealer, and they have their guitar section and bass and all that is fantastic. I remember when I first went to that store about 20 years ago, it was nothing like it is now. It had like this little corner over there. It had like a couple of off-brand guitars and a generic drum kit. I was like, what is that? They primarily concentrated on the brass and woodwind instruments for the students that are, around there. And
now that's why I hadn't mentioned going to this Jack Roper Mountain Music or something.
Roper Music, yeah.
Roper Music, yeah. Because I think that's what it stores, but I don't know for a fact. I should just stop.
I don't either, but see, a lot of times, Ralph and I will look up stores online and we look at the pictures.
Yeah.
Pictures are worth 1,000 words, and if people have good pictures of their stores and shows all their inventory and all different angles, then that's going to entice us to probably want to visit.
It's true.
If it's just a couple of pictures and it's like, well, they're
not putting a lot of work into it.
80 acoustics and 2 electrics, and I'm more than likely not going.
True.
Because I'm just like, nah, I'm not a fan of that. Let's see. Tiger Fan in Anderson. Hello, guys. I love the local independent stores. Really enjoy the visits you guys do. Keep up the great content. Thank you so much, man.
We're going to do 2 next week.
Yes, thank you, Tiger Fan in Anderson. That's a cool name. Maybe because of Clemson Tigers, maybe? I don't know.
That's what I'm assuming.
Box Set Music. Hello. What is going on?
Hey,
that's where we're going Thursday. Box Set Music and Fletcher. Right there. On. Yes, we're going to visit them Thursday, and we're going to film and do the whole big deal up there.
Yep.
So we're looking forward to coming up there. I was on the phone with Tom a couple of times. Very nice gentleman. And so, yeah, we're excited, man. Very excited to go up there and check it out. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this to move. This thing wants to be stingy.
Stingy.
Stingy. All right, here we go. Jimmy Z. I hate to be loud if I play in Guitar Center or anywhere for that matter. I believe in leaving a small footprint everywhere I go. Maybe I take it too far, but some people have zero self-awareness.
That's what it is. The self-awareness.
Thank you, Jimmy. Yes.
And that self-awareness goes everywhere. You ever been at the grocery store and somebody got their buggy in the way and they're looking at the other side of the aisle and you're walking up, clearly you can't see me coming? Oh, I just turn around and go the other way, or move their buggy out of the way.
Yeah, have you ever
my buggy?
I've sit there and done that, and the person goes, "Hey, that's my buggy." I'm like, "Yeah, man, you're over there, and I'm coming through here, so I'm just moving it out of the way. I'm not taking your." They get like offended.
Yes.
And I just want to push it into them, but
self-awareness.
Exactly. People don't care, man, and that's sad. That's where we've gotten to in this country. It's just people don't care. Nobody has any courtesy no more. Like when I went to McDonald's, Whew.
Every man for himself.
Yeah, that big. I tell you, Ted Fair. Don't you know that's how EVH and Steve Vai got discovered? Showboating at Guitar Center back in the day. Oh Lord. Let's see here. Let's go down to Texas Cali. Wow, You Shook Me All Night Long was one of the first solos I ever learned that I can still remember. It's a fun one to play, but it gets harder toward the end. The vibrato is key on making it sound right. Yeah, you're right. Vibrato is key on everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell a lot about somebody's vibrato.
Yes, and to me,
everybody's just different.
To me, somebody's vibrato, that speaks how much experience they have on the instrument. That's what I feel.
It's true.
And if you listen to somebody and they don't do any vibrato, they ain't been playing long. Or if they do some vibrato and it sounds like a billy goat, like that, I'm like, no, they ain't got it. They don't have it down yet. They're trying.
They're trying to get the notes down, but then vibrato comes later. Yeah.
Vibrato is your fingerprint, in my opinion, or footprint, or whatever they say, some kind of print. Mr. Curtis, I learned the first half of that AC/DC solo, but I never learned the second higher part. Yeah, it's fun to mess with. Yeah, on that, when you get to the high notes, I'm going to kind of just do a free-for-all up there. Let's see.
Would you want to try another Creed song, Joe? I know we did one in the past. I wasn't happy with the way it turned out. I don't think you were either.
If I could find one with the guy sounds a decent singer.
That was part of
that guy was sucked, man. I was like, good Lord.
And that's the feedback. That's the first feedback I got from my wife. Our playing was good. It was the singing that just messed the whole thing up.
Yeah, whoever they got to sing.
And I didn't realize that until she said that. So really? Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, when I said, ugh, I was like, damn. I was like, that just, And I was trying to play the song, and I was like, oh, my God. I had to struggle because that guy's, it was bad. I was like, man, he cannot sing this song. Kerry Crouch, hello, man. How are you doing? He goes, I'm still playing my AC/DC songs, Kiss songs, and Sabbath songs, and then a heavy dose of Freddie King.
There you go. Some
blues. Very nice. Ted Fair says, I play Sweet Child of Mine at Guitar Center to piss people off. Oh, God.
Stairway to Heaven. Right?
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one to get started. Yeah.
Sweet Child of Mine. I was so playing that song in the 90s. Holy cow.
Let me see. Let's move down to Chick Mac. He says that, talking about Angus Young, is it true that he doesn't use any pedals? I've read that. I don't think he does. I think he could go straight into a Marshall, I believe. But I haven't really observed a lot of what he's doing. Or from a guitar player standpoint, I just, we've heard their music for years, so. Ted Fair, Angus Young can make a Gibson SG look like a huge guitar.
He's just an itty-bitty man.
I think he's small in stature, yeah. I think, and I was shocked to see them touring, was it last year sometime? I was like, and it showed him, and man, I was like, whoa.
I thought, what's
kind
his
of a
name?
shock.
The singer, he hung it up, I thought, whatever. What's his name? I forget his name.
I can't remember.
Somebody will throw it out there, but I thought he hung it up.
Is it Brian something?
Yeah.
Anyway, I should know that. And Brian Johnson, that just popped in my head. So,
There you go.
yeah, I think he had, I don't know, I could be totally off. I just remember years ago, I thought I heard he had something. It was either something with his hearing or his throat. He had some kind of issues, and there was a while there that like Axl Rose was the singer of AC/DC, and I thought, what?
Bad choice. I would assume it would have been Brian Johnson's voice, the way he.
It might be. I can't remember. It's been so long. But speaking of, if I can just segue to this real quick, I don't know if anybody watches the is it called the Metal Guru? Is that or the Hair Metal Guru? I think that channel. The guy's name is Anthony. And he says, my name's Anthony. They call me the Guru. I like watching his channel sometimes. Is anybody familiar with that YouTube channel?
I'm not.
He covers mainly hair metal stuff, which is really cool. He's pretty much our age. But he was talking about Sebastian Bach and how he's still acting like he did years ago, acting out and acting crazy.
A diva.
Yeah, and at this age that he is, and he was on some kind of, I don't know, some kind of cruise. You know, they do all these cruises for these bands.
Yeah.
And there was another person there who's in the music business. I can't remember. I can't remember these people's name. I don't follow them that much. But he went to go shake Sebastian's hand because I guess Sebastian had talked smack about him online about something. Like you said, being a diva. And that guy said, well, I'm here. Let me go up to Sebastian and see what he has to say. And Sebastian immediately started to verbally abuse him. And then when security got in between them, then Sebastian was acting like, you better be glad security's here and all this,
I can see that.
And the other guy was like, really, man? And then that guy that said, really? His girlfriend came in there and Sebastian started saying bad things to her. And I was like,
that just shows that was his personality his whole life. People don't really change, man. People don't really change.
I was like, wow, dude. And Anthony, the hair metal guru, was saying on his channel, he said, this is why Skid Row don't want him back because
I know that's why
know
Skid Row
how he
moved on. Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, people are saying he's one of the singers from back in the day that can still hit those notes. And,
yeah, I've seen him some things. He's not bad. He's really not.
And but for him to act like that and just to be
A dick.
it's like really, and I'm like, wow, I'm surprised nobody didn't get that on their smartphone camera because everybody has a camera nowadays. And,
That's very true.
And so that's I was kind of like, wow, man, really, Sebastian? That's effed up, man. What are you doing? I mean, this ain't 1987 no more, man.
He's been a rock star his whole life, I guess, man.
He
knows nothing else.
He's probably never had to like work like we have, like we all have.
Yeah, he should go work at Walmart. That'd humble him down a little.
Oh
bit.
my God. Yeah, go load some trucks or something. Yeah, just
Go work in the deli. Put on a hairnet.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Curtis says, Ralph, you said Roper Music, and I automatically thought of the Ropers from Three's Company. Wow, that's a flashback.
That is, isn't it?
That is a flashback.
Come on, knock on our door.
Yeah. Let's see here. Joshua Thaxton says, I had not been in Pecknell since 1999 before your video. Only went before to buy sheet music. I also visited Lonely Hound and bought some stuff. I didn't know they existed before your videos. Thank you, man. Nice.
What a great store, Lonely Hound.
Nice compliment, yes. Yeah, Lonely Hound, incredible. Yes. Yes. Jimmy. Oh, my goodness. Let's see here. Let's go on down to text says, let me go here.
I just read that Jimmy comment.
Jimmy's funny, yeah. Tech says, guys, I'm so stoked about the guitar builds I'm working on. The Explorer is over halfway done. I have a Les Paul nearly ready for paint, and a strap body that I might turn into a Frankie guitar. There you go.
Busy man.
That's nice, man.
Busy person.
Good deal. Good deal.
You're a man. That's very shallow of me.
Let's see. Is this Mikey Night? Am I saying that right?
Yep.
And this the font is small on my computer, and I need to go to the eye doctor really bad. Way overdue, so I apologize if I mispronounce your name. Vibrato is one of the things I admire most about Yngwie's playing. I believe he has one of the most beautiful, smooth vibratos ever. He does. He does, and that's something that it makes certain guitar players stand out to me. Yngwie does have a great vibrato. George Lynch, Blue Saraceno, Eddie Van Halen had a great vibrato. Let's see, who else? A bunch of them. Steve Brown from Trickster, amazing. A lot of those guys.
Vito Bratta. His name's practically vibrato.
Yeah, Vito Bratta.
We rearrange the letters. I'm sure it'll spell vibrato.
Yes, Vito Bratta had a great vibrato. Tiger, Fan, and Anderson, do you guys play much? When we can, yeah. Yes, sir, we do. We get together. We try to get together every other Friday and have rehearsal. And We're starting to do some songs and all that stuff. But, yeah. Vito Vibrato. That's right. Yeah. Looking for a new singer?
Yeah. That Creed song, that singer was.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he meant. Yeah, we're looking for a new singer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that guy was not. Vito Bratta is a guitar god. Yes, he is. He just kind of fell into regular, normal life, I believe, for a long time. He just got out of the business altogether.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, I guess.
Scott from South Carolina, Brian Johnson had a hearing issue for a while and had to take a break. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was. Thank you, Scott.
That was one of the loudest concerts I ever been to. Was AC/DC. They had the cannons and they blasted these cannons.
Good
Man,
God,
my ears were ringing for 2 days, man. Yes. Salute.
Can you imagine being on that stage playing and hearing that every night? I'd be like, man, I had to have some earplugs or something.
I know.
I couldn't. That's crazy. Tiger, Fan, and Anderson. Okay, I think this was the rest of his statement. Do you guys play much in open tunings? If so, which ones do you like to play? No, I don't. That's pretty much for slide and all that. I don't do
I don't
that.
do a whole lot of that either.
Yeah, I don't do none of that. No, sir. Pretty much what we do is just 80s rock and 80s hair metal. And pretty much it. Jimmy Z says, yeah, Vito is just amazing. Such a warm player for all he does on a guitar. He's a stud. I've always loved his playing.
He's a stud.
He's a stud.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of his playing. I always liked.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
White Line was incredible, man. But things just fell apart for them, and
he's a stud.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Let's see. It was cool to see Slash and Brian Johnson cover Killing Floor. They did the song Justice for Sure. Oh. Tex says, Joe, have you ever had an EVH Steinberger headless guitar? Yes, I have, and I didn't like it.
Yep.
I didn't like it. I gave it to my son. I just could not jive with that guitar at all. Ted Fair, we talking about Sebastian Bach. Yeah, he said that's probably why Sebastian got the boot from Skid Row. Probably so. I could see why. I mean, I was like, wow, dude. Edwin Crane, Sebastian Bach, man-child. Someone called you that once? Okay.
Man-child.
I just think his behavior was way off. It shouldn't. There's no way for somebody to be like that. I don't care where you're at. And at the end of the day, we're all people, and respect is earned, not given. So
self-awareness.
That's right. Chick Mac, my brother-in-law saw Dave Mustaine blow up at a Waitress in Nashville, Tennessee. something I've always kind of got. Of course, I've never met the man, but in certain things I've seen online, he seems like he's just got a short fuse, man.
Yeah.
And he's just ready to go off on somebody. I was like, damn, dude, what the hell is wrong with you?
Can you imagine how bad you must have been for Metallica to kick you out? You had to be really bad.
Yeah, he seems like, again, I don't know personal things, but I don't know, man. When there's a camera there and you know you're going to be on camera, come on, man. Have some common sense and be on your best behavior. And
Exactly.
don't act like a dick. I mean, come on, man. Ted Fair, coolest and nicest professional guitar player I've ever met was Phil X. All right.
The nicest professional guitar player I've ever met was Joe Wentz.
Oh, good Lord. Thank you, man. Mr. Rex McGee chimes in. Joe and Ralph, this is why I really love the honesty and y'all telling it like it is. But you do it with respect and integrity. The guitar players on here make up this great community and a place to chat. Thank you, Mr. McGee, much.
I appreciate that. Really, really do.
Thank you, Mr. McGee. Jimmy Jack. Hello, Jimmy Jack. He goes, I don't know about you all, but I would not buy deli meat from Sebastian.
Hairnet or not, I'm not buying that bologna.
Yeah, I agree, Jimmy. I agree, man.
I think you want that sliced.
I just, when I saw that on the Hair Metal Guru's channel, that was one night last week. I was tuning into one of his videos and I heard that story. I was like, my gosh, man, dang. And I think, come on, man. When you get to a certain age, when you used to be a big time celebrity, you're not going to be on like that forever. Eventually, you're going to start to fade out, and then the new generation's moving in. So, have some class, man. Be thankful that you even were in the spotlight for the time that you were.
I know.
I mean, good Lord.
I'd love to be a one-hit wonder. I'd love that.
I'll take that over nothing.
20 years later, it comes back and I'm famous again for a little bit. One hit. Just one.
I would take that over nothing.
Absolutely.
And there's people in the past that went on tour for that one-hit wonder.
Absolutely.
And people are buying tickets. Mm-hmm. And, but yeah, so I definitely would not mind that. I wouldn't complain about that at all. That's the dream, man.
I know.
And that's like when I used to watch certain YouTube channels back in the day, and they had a huge, audience. And after some time would go by, these certain content creators, man, they get a big head. And they just would think that they couldn't be touched. And all of a sudden, before you know it, man, they shot themselves in the foot.
You say one wrong thing
they
or
said
something.
They think that nothing applies. They're like, oh, I can do whatever. I'm good. I got immunity, and it was some guitar channels, like I said, and they have a meltdown or say a certain comment on there, and all of a sudden it's like, what did you just say, man? So I left a lot of those channels because, and they think that they're the best guitar player around. Again, like you said, self-awareness. And I thought, wow, what opportunity this person has just blown, and what I wouldn't give to have a great channel like that. I would not take advantage of it like that. I would be very thankful. But let's see. Let me see. Strange Hawk. Hello. Hey guys, happy birthday, Joe. Thank you, sir. That is tomorrow, but thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, sir. Very kind of you.
AJ Brown.
Slim says, I enjoyed the live stream tonight with a lot of good people. Thank you, Slim. Very nice. Dave Orkin, Sebastian Bach's last solo record is good.
He's a good singer. He's just not a good
I'm not putting down his performance level, but just him and his people skills seems
doesn't it seem to be the singer? Generally, as a rule, it tends to
And
be the
that's what
singer.
it's funny that Eddie would always, you know what Eddie titled that? He said LSD, lead singer's disease. That's what he titled it. And I
Good.
said, wow,
There
I
you go.
never heard of that.
It's usually the singer.
Yeah,
Now,
I was
granted,
like,
you do have to have a certain type of personality to be the
you do.
front man and be
Right.
confident, but there's a difference between confident and, pick a word.
Yes. Yeah. Tex says, I met all the Megadeth in San Diego at the Tower Record Store for a meet and greet and autograph before the Clash of the Titans concert that night, featuring Slayer, Alice in Chains, and Anthrax. They signed my Megadeth CD, Rest in Peace.
All right.
That's awesome. Mike E says, if you could have been a one-hit wonder, what hit would it have been, Ralph?
Oh, there's an existing one-hit wonder? Wow.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
You're going to have to give me a minute on that one.
All right, we'll come back to you on that.
Please don't.
Okay, we won't.
I'm trying to think of a one-hit wonder.
Ralph, I'd like to pass, please.
I wonder why I didn't hit you. Oh, okay. That's rude, but okay.
Good Lord. Edwin Crane says Dave choked out, Dave Mustang, I guess, choked out the lead singer of the band he was in, then drop kicked him through the wall.
Drop kick.
I wish I could have seen that. My gosh, dude. What? Yeah, he's got anger issues, man.
Drop kick.
What key is that in? It's the key I say. I'm like, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he's like a martial arts expert. I think he like took judo for years or something. He's just, I guess, itching to use it on somebody. I don't know. Yeah. Love your album. Come here so I can slam you. All right. GRB Aquatics. I saw that Rick Springfield is touring. Great, but I'm not in any rush to line up for tickets.
He still sounds good, believe it or not. I've seen.
Yeah, and he's still,
clips here
and
there.
he's always stayed in shape.
Yeah, he takes his shirt off. He likes to do that.
Yeah, he which hey,
Can't
man,
blame him, man. You can't blame
he's in his 70s or late 70s. He can still pull that off. No pun intended. And I was like, damn. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That is something to be very proud of. Dave Orkin says, usually troubles in the band, it's always the singer.
Always the singer.
Edwin, I wish I had Jesse's tickets. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like a couple of his songs. Yeah, he got some good songs, but yeah, I wouldn't care about spending money to see him. Tex says that I think the reason why Metallica kicked Dave Mustaine to the curb was not just because he drank too much, but because they all did. But Dave was a mean drunk and could kick their tail, and they were afraid. Yeah.
Is that a theory? Not just a theory you have, or you see that on something?
I think, I agree with that theory. I mean, I don't have any way to confirm it, but
Joe's a mean drunk too.
oh God, yeah.
I've never seen Joe drunk.
Never seen me drunk, man.
Ever.
Never. I'm not going there. I'm going to get S-faced. Okay. Tad Fair, if more musicians were like Satchel from Steel Panther, the world would be a better place. He just has a good time, don't he? Yeah, he just likes to have a good time, joke, and, yeah. Scott from South Carolina, Dave Mustaine said he broke a guy's leg with a karate kick that was trying to fight Lars. Okay.
Wow.
Good God. That's, stuff can get out of hand for sure.
Crane stance.
Yeah. Mr. Miyagi, what is that? Crane technique. Okay. Only used right. Perfect defense. No one can defend. Okay.
I think that's racist, Joe. Can you be doing that?
Did you fix the lock on the door? Aye.
That's his famous line. Aye.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said that through the whole movie.
What are you going to do, old man? I think those guys are bad news. No such thing as bad student, Daniel-san. Only bad teacher.
Joe's got all the quotes.
All the dialogue.
I know you've seen that movie a lot. But holy cow. Wax on. Shut up. Enough already. Can you play something else?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that story from last week.
Yeah.
That damn drunk chick. Hey, can you play anything else besides that crap? I was like, oh my God. Yeah, that was like,
So packed it up and left.
yeah, it's like, oh, it's time to go, man. Woo. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Tex O'Calley said, there are some cool interviews with Dave Mustaine on YouTube, and some of them were like 2 hours long. And I watched them, and he had a wild ride. I respect his decision to get sober and accept Jesus. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, you eventually you gotta, like I said, you get to an age in life, man. You can't keep living life in the fast lane, man.
It's just a little bit of wisdom you get the older you get, you know.
That's what's supposed to happen.
But you wish your children would listen to you, because you know what I mean. But you remember at the age, their age, when you were there, you thought you knew everything too. I ain't listening to my dad either.
I tried that a few times with my dad, and it didn't go far. Yeah, my dad would do that. What'd you say?
Yeah, you did that. You did that crane technique on your dad, busted him in the mouth.
Yeah.
I was there. I thought,
yeah, the one time, and then
I got time for me to go.
When what you didn't see because you were gone,
Punching the fence.
Come here. And I'm like, nah, he didn't. He grabbed a hold of me. He shook me like that, and he said, "I told you to stop it," because I done lost my crap.
Yeah, you got it. You got mad.
I was, yeah, and I don't ever want to be like that again. That was scary, man. Feeling that much anger, I was like, good Lord. But yeah, let's see. Scott from South Carolina says, I would like to see Dave Mustaine in a John Wick movie. Yeah, that would be cool. Make a cameo, yeah. Edwin Crane, Joe Dropkick, the lead singer. No, I'm the lead singer. Oh my God, no. I'm not a singer. Man, no. But yeah, it's just some musicians you see, they very classy, they are like that through the whole career, and then some of them are just real jerks, and they just never change. And I'm like, wow, they still think that it's in the 80s. And I'm like, I saw a thing the other day, speaking of how people's career can change. You remember, we all remember this woman, Samantha Fox. Remember her?
Yes. I think I had a poster.
Yeah, she was fine. Well, her career came crashing down during an awards show on TV because she just kind of acted weird or something. I don't know. And then, like, overnight, her career was gone. But I remember hearing not long ago, she was on an airplane and she went off on somebody and she looked at them. Do you know who I am? I was like, oh my God.
Oh, really?
And I was like, there's no way she looks like she did back then. People were like, no, we don't know who you are.
Anytime somebody says, do you know who I am? That's never good, man.
It's never going to work out for
you must not be somebody if you had to ask that question. You know who I am? No, I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't know who you are. I like when I see these videos on TV with cops or whatever. We watch that sometimes when we're eating off YouTube. People get pulled over. You know who my father is? And the cop says, I don't care who your father is. I was like, there you go.
Yeah, they thought name dropping was going to get them out of their situation.
Yeah.
You know who I am?
What gets me is certain people get pulled over and they get on the phone. They call their mama. Mama, he arrested me.
Yeah, I know. Well, they'll be on the phone the whole time. Put the phone down.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I just never understood.
Who are you talking to in the grocery store? Put the freaking phone down. Yeah. And they'll come up to you and ask you something. No, I'm not gonna answer your question until you hang that phone up. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it is rude. Yeah. It is rude. Let's see.
G.O.B.
Yeah, grumpy old bastard. Let's see. Ted Fair says that a sad story about Dave Mustaine's mother was that she lived with Dave in Fallbrook, California. She had dementia, got disoriented one Friday and fell off a cliff. Oh my God. That is horrible. Man. That's horrible.
Having dementia is horrible.
I can only imagine. Yeah, that's just, scary, man. Scott from South Carolina, Izzy Stratton left Guns N' Roses because he kept showing up late for shows and the crowds were rioting. Izzy Stratton. I always thought Axl was guilty of that too. Is that correct? He was.
I'm thinking it was Axl was the issue. Sure.
Yeah, I always thought he was known for just
Being
purposely
hours
going out.
late. Hours.
Yeah, like 2 hours. I'm like, damn, dude, what are you
And
doing?
then coming out maybe singing 2 songs and then getting pissed off.
Getting pissed off and jumping on somebody in the crowd. And I'm like, oh my God.
Now he sounds like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
He does, man.
Yeah, it's not what it used to be, but nothing ever stays the same. She was the cousin of Samantha Fox. She was the cousin of Michael J. Fox. I hear you, Alan. What's going on?
She was the cousin. Now she's the nephew.
Yeah,
I don't know what that.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Tech says I got to also meet Gary Hoey. I like Gary Hoey. I remember when he did that cover of the Linus and Lucy Peanuts theme. I remember that years ago. I was like, who's playing that? I thought it was Joe Satriani, but it was Gary Hoey. And he says, I asked him if I could get better at guitar, and I told him I was practicing 3 hours a day. He said, that's it. Practice, practice, practice. That's it, man. That's right. And we practice even more. Yes. That's how these guys get good. Scott from South Carolina, I met Axl. Oh, I'd like to hear this story.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Rod, my grandmother had that horrible disease. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That is something. That I don't want to see nobody go through that.
She'll be 81 this year. She's sharp as a tack, man. She remembers everything and will call me out on anything. She's sharp as a tack.
So is my mom. Yeah, we're very fortunate. Our moms are still have their faculties and still drive and
Yes,
all that good stuff. And it's a blessing. It really is. Mr. Joshua Thaxton says, what's that awesome looking orange Super Strat beside the Zakk Wylde poster? Is that a Charvel?
no, that is I was looking at my Charvel. No, that's a Dean. That is a Dean guitar.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Beautiful guitar. Plays great too. Fantastic guitar.
That is the Cheddar Shredder. That's what that
Cheddar
is.
Shredder, yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
That is great. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah, that's not the Zakk Wylde, that's not a poster, Josh. That's actually a
Oh, yeah.
guitar in a display case.
Yeah,
yes.
that's a guitar case. That's a display case. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I can understand.
That's cool. I could see why you think it was a poster.
I would, yeah. When I look at it, I think, yeah, it looks like a poster.
No, it's not. It's a case. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a display case. Yes, sir, it is. Mickey Settlemeyer, he says, hey, what's happening and what's with Adventures to Guitar Center? Well, that was earlier in the podcast, but we were just talking about, we got good adventures and negative, and will we continue to go back? Yes, we'll continue to go back to GC. Yes,
It kind of makes it interesting because you don't know what you're going to get.
you don't.
It's not-
Yeah,
can't go-
every
it's not
guitar.
consistent at all. So that's what makes it interesting. And we've always been able to film too. Nobody's ever said
Yes.
anything to us, and that's the one
Right.
place we don't have to ask permission first. We just
Yeah.
go in,
I just go in and film, and they,
guns blazing, everybody down.
but no, they've been very lenient with us. With nobody has said anything. So yeah, Mick, it's you never know what you're gonna get at GC. That's always kind of makes for good content, in my opinion, because it is interesting, and a lot of people like to talk about Guitar Center, whether it be good or bad, because it's something that is always. In my opinion, in my customer experience, has always been like a roller coaster. It's always up and down. You just never know. We've been through some great ones, and we've been through some that weren't so great. But I think that's what, like we said earlier, that's with anything. With anything. No, Josh, it's all good, man. He said, still the Cheddar Shredder is super cool. Thanks, man. Yeah. Yes. Tech says that Cheddar Shredder You guys have some nice axes to admire. I love the 80 Charvels and Jacksons. I have always been an Ibanez guy because of Satriani and Vi. Luckily, I got to meet them.
I got a couple Ibanez.
Yeah, I love Ibanez. Yeah.
Charvel Jacksons. That's my wheelhouse right there.
Yes. Yeah. Allen Guitars, GC is a good place to get used gear. Yes.
I do like looking at the used section.
Yes, I agree 100%. And that's where they shine is getting used gear from them online. A lot of stuff I've gotten lately was GC online used. Yes, absolutely. So no complaints there. Not really to make a big fuss about. It's just the in-store visits. It's what's always hot and cold.
Yes, hit or miss.
But the online stuff has been fine. Let's see. Lone Rocker says back in the day, Gary Hoey did the soundtrack to a surf documentary called The Endless Summer 2. I have the CD. It's some great guitar playing. Yeah, Gary Hoey, I don't think he ever got the recognition he deserved, man. He's always been kind of in the background, which he's an incredible player, man. Absolutely amazing. Yes. Let's see. Mickey says, yeah, I have both as well. Box Set Music. Hey, he says, what about the 80s Fender HM Strats? Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Is that the one that had the word Strat on the headstock? Who am I trying to think that endorsed those? Oh man, I just saw him on social media earlier playing guitar player. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Somebody help me out in the chat. Oh man. Good Lord. I saw him all the time.
How are they supposed to know who you saw, Joe?
Because he played those all the time. Oh man. Yes, thank you, Greg Howell. Thank you. That's it. Thank you.
That comes through again.
Dave Orkin with the correct answer. Yes, thank you. Greg Howell played those. Yes, it's the one I'm thinking about. The set Strat. Yeah, those were slick. Yeah, I never had one, but I always thought those looked amazing. And you saw them for a little while, and I guess I don't know if I just didn't look out for them anymore. Or I just, they just kind of ceased production. I don't know, but yeah, those were slick. I always liked those. Huh? I need to look those up. No, I don't. What am I talking about? No, I don't.
No, you don't.
I do not need to do that. Man. Let's see. Text says, can I email you? Yeah, sure. You can email me. I don't mind. Yeah. You can email me. That's fine. I'll put my email in the chat there. I might not be able to get back with you right away, but you can email me. Yeah. Let me see here. Oops. I think that's got it right there. Let's see. See if that goes through. What? Oh no. Box Set Music says we have one in the store. Oh my God. Oh. All right. Man, oh man.
Please remove it when we come in. Just don't have it out there when we get there.
Yeah. Put it under lock and key,
for
please.
Joe's own safety.
Oh God. Oh, AJ Brown, thank you. Fender reintroduced those a few years ago. I didn't know that. See? Wow. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I'd still love to play it, though, just because I never got to back in the day. I never did. Joshua Thaxton, man, Gary Hoey used to come to town and play the Handlebar back in the day around Christmas. It was so much fun. I miss that place. Small venues like that are super rare these days. Yeah, I never got to go there. But I do remember that place, the Handlebar, and they always had some cool acts there. Yes. Yes, Tex, you're very welcome. Ted Fair, Brother Ted, guitar player, Ethan Brosh, is that right? Plays the Fender HM Strat as an artist. Check out his song, The Hitman, on YouTube. Thank you, Ted. Okay. Awesome. GRB Aquatics chimes in. Made in Japan Fenders, well played. But nice. Yes. Japanese Fenders are, Fernandez. I'm sorry. I said that wrong. Japanese Fernandez. Sorry. But because I said Fender, Japanese Fenders are good. They are great quality. But yeah, GRB, I'm sorry. I messed that up. I didn't mean to mess that up. Sorry. Let's see. Scott from South Carolina. I have a black BC Rich Warlock NJ series with a Floyd. Uh-oh.
You know good and well I'm looking for one, Scott.
Is Ralph
good
looking
and well
for?
I am.
Oh, they're getting harder to find. There you go.
Good and well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
There we go. Ding, 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 ding. My Warlock is made in Korea. Okay. And actually, Tech says I have a question for Ralph, like the setup there, those Roland V drums, and where do you guys? Oh, I can tell you where I get the backing tracks.
Yeah, that's just Joe's department.
That's easy. That's karaokeversion.com. I don't know. Let's see. Can I put that on here? Will it let me type this this web address? I don't know. Let's see.
No, my drums are Alesis. They're not Roland.
Right. Didn't you used to have Roland though?
No.
No? You always had Alesis. Okay. Let's see if this comes through, y'all. There's a link. I don't know if I can't tell on my end, but that's where I get the backing tracks. Karaokeversion.com. And I always get the custom tracks. The regular tracks are $1.99, $1.99. You can get the custom tracks for $1 more for $2.99. And what does that mean? That means you can take certain instruments out of the track, or you can lower the volume of each track instruments. And I just like getting the custom tracks because I can take the drums out, and then when I upload those to the Rodecaster Pro 2 and go to Ralph's, then that way he can play along with the song. Let's see. Liquor Master Flex. Hey, there you are. Hey, Joe and Ralph, joining a bit late tonight, or you already played a few songs tonight. Hope all is well. Thank you, sir. Actually, that will be tomorrow. I'll do some live jamming tomorrow. It'll be the birthday jam tomorrow. Y'all come back tomorrow if you're free, and we'll have a birthday jam and just have a good time. And so it'll be a lot of guitar playing tomorrow night if you're interested. Let's see, Edwin Crane. I'm not saying that the sweet spot for Ibanez is between the first gem and the 1991. Ibanez made those first gem models were awesome when they came out. Those are really rare nowadays, man. Very rare. Let's see. Joshua Thaxton, talking about the handlebar, I guess. You missed out. I saw Junior Brown, Gary Hoey, Yngwie at the handlebar back in the day. Yngwie was amazing. Yeah, he is amazing. Yeah. People have their own opinions about him. Again, he's I've always kind of got the impression that or I've heard from different interviews and stuff that he can kind of be a little cocky, but he can back it up. He can play his tail off too. What's your thoughts about Yngwie, Ralph?
Very talented. I like a lot of his stuff, a lot of the classical stuff he does, but some of it is so. Man, have you ever seen any transcriptions or tabs of any of the stuff he does? There's so many notes crammed into such a small space. Just looking at it is so intimidating. I'm like, I got no chance of doing that, you know. But he's a great player, man, and he seems to be a great person too. He doesn't seem to be, Sebastian Bach or anything. He seems to be nice from what I see, but you never know.
Yeah. I mean, I've never met him or talked to him, so I don't know. I'm just going by what I've heard. And that was a long time ago. People change, man.
Yeah.
But let's see. GRB Aquatic says, out of all the elderly rockers still touring, who would you pay the crazy ticket prices for to go see? Man, who was out there now that you would want to go see?
Out there now, I don't know that there's anybody I'd pay a crazy price for. Ozzy died. He was the last dude I would have forked out a lot of money for. Nobody comes to mind, man, that I would fork out a lot. Like, man, I've got to see this guy or person or band. Nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, me neither. I don't either.
I'll pay $100, $120 for a ticket to go see somebody, maybe, but I'm not paying there's some bands take $1,000, man. It depends on who it is, where the venue is, if you're going to do a meet and greet. It just depends.
I'd said a couple of shows back that Journey's doing their farewell tour this year. I can only imagine what ticket prices are to see them.
Right. Aren't the Eagles doing a farewell? I'd like to see the Eagles, but I wouldn't pay a lot of money for it. I'm sure they command a lot of money. I'm sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't pay to see them. And the thing that turns me off, they have some great songs, but Don Henley has always been really weird about people covering their music. If you try to cover one of their songs, I don't know if it's different now, but I know years ago I tried to cover one of their songs, and that video got blocked like that.
Really?
Yeah, and I've always heard through the grapevine, through social media, that was because of Don Henley. He's scared that you're going to get 1 penny of his money in monetization or something.
I guess I can quit working on Life in the Fast Lane then.
I wouldn't.
I was working on it, seriously.
I was too. That was the song I was working on, and then I uploaded the video, and as soon as it processed, man, I got an email from YouTube. This video has been blocked worldwide. I was like, what? And
wow.
And it's like that with you can cover a couple of Prince's songs and be okay. It's weird how that works. And then, but Let's Go Crazy, you can't cover that on YouTube. It'll get blocked. And that's the one song I love to play, and I haven't played it in a long time because who am I going to play it for? Just me? It kind of sucks.
We can play it over here just for us.
Yeah, we could. Let's see. Edwin says you've been at the Handlebar as well. Nice, man. We got is that JVS Hangout? Is that right? Hello, how are you, man? How you doing? Steve Perry comes back for the last tour. I'd go, but no way if not. Yeah, Steve Perry, that would be nice to see.
It's just Neil Sean, really. Really, at this
I think
point.
he's the only original member left. I think
so too.
Yeah. Let's see. We got JVS Hangout again says, I did an Eagles guitar cover and got a copyright strike, not a claim, but a strike. Don't play any Eagles material. Good God. Got a freaking strike. Well, see, you can thank Don Henley for that. That's and to me, that's like, really, man. When you're in a band and you play gigs, what are you mostly playing? Covers.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's giving respect to those songs, and it's keeping those songs alive.
Exactly. You're keeping those songs alive. And for somebody like Mr. Henley to say, nope, don't you dare play my music out in any public showcase or anything or YouTube. And I'm like, really? Okay, dude. The heck with you then.
Right.
I won't never listen to your music again or even attempt to play a lick from those songs. So you're welcome. You're welcome, Mr. Henley. There you go.
Mr. Henley.
Yeah. Crazy. I'd pay money to see Ted Nugent, if you consider him an old fart musician. He seems still to be full of piss and vinegar, Ted Perry says. Ted Nugent, yeah, incredible player. My God, he's incredible.
Seemed to be full of piss and vinegar.
But yeah, he seems to be a character. Yeah, seems to be a character. I mean, huge respect to Mr. Uncle Ted. I mean, he's an amazing player.
Oh yeah.
JVS Hangout. I just stumbled across your channel. Oh, thanks, man. Well, I hope you stick around, man.
I think it's JV's Hangout.
JV's Hangout. I'm sorry. Okay, JV's Hangout. Sorry, man.
All right.
It's all right. Let's see. Oh, you would also see Aerosmith if they were still touring. Yeah,
I'd see Aerosmith.
they
think.
hung it up, didn't they? I got a lot more. I've never had nothing against Aerosmith as a band. I've always liked them, but for them to go out the way they did was very respectful, in my opinion. I really think that was. They called it quits. And he says, "Look, we just can't do it no more." David Coverdale did the same thing. I think that's very admirable, very respectful. Doesn't mean that they can't do music no more. They just don't need to do it in front of a whatever tour.
Right.
Tex chimes in and says, you do have a good drum sound, Ralph, and skills too. I haven't heard you play guitar yet, but I'm guessing that you do because you have a wall full of them. Mm-hmm. And that's not just for decoration. Ralph is an excellent guitar player. I can tell you that from knowing him for so many years.
Yeah, they all get playtime.
Oh, yeah. If you go to his channel, you'll see him. Look at his videos. He does all the instruments.
Bass.
He does them all himself.
Keyboards, all of it. Yeah.
Drums, guitar, bass, keyboard, you name it. And he puts all that together and creates a video. So, yeah, check him out, man.
Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Tex. JV's Hangout. Don's Greed is going to make the next generation not even know about them. See?
That's exactly right.
Exactly right. Eagles is done. Makes no sense. Looks like they'd want their music to be remembered.
We're just playing tribute to it. It's not.
Thank you. See, JV, he gets it, man. He gets it.
JV gets it. He gets it.
Thank you, JV. You will now have $12,000 deposit. No, I'm just kidding. He's like, well, I love this channel. No. I'm kidding. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. Carrie Crouch. I see a song in there, Mr. Henley. Yeah. Make a song about that, Don. Yeah. Edwin Crane says Don also stole those songs. I don't know about all that. I don't know the history is what I'm trying to say, Edwin.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know. I don't know. JV's Hangout says he just subbed. Well, thank you, man.
Woo! Good sub. All right.
Thank you, sir. We do this every Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if you're on the East Coast or West Coast or as they say, left coast sometimes.
The left coast, yes. It is the left coast.
We have a great community here, JV, a great community of people, a lot of guitar players. And
old retirement community here.
Yeah, we're Gen X people here, but that doesn't matter. It can be whatever age. It doesn't matter. We got people of all ages in here.
We got Dylan from down the street.
Down the street, Dylan is down the road. He's a great blues guitar player, and he's a young man, and he takes time to chime in and participate. And so, yeah, we have Mr. McGee, who's retired, but he still plays gigs. He plays pedal steel guitar.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yes, he does a lot of gigs, man. He does a lot of stuff for his church, playing gigs. I think that's fantastic. If I could do music for a living, and I wouldn't know how to act. I'd be like, oh, really? I can do this now? I guess that's a good segue why the Gen X Dead Band miniseries has gotten started. So for those of you who don't know, if you're new to this channel or you've been around for a while, if you notice lately, I'm putting some shorts out on YouTube, and it's the Gen X Dead Band miniseries. And now, granted, the shorts are only between 30 to 50 seconds, but it's kind of enough to kind of give you a little bit of information on what's going on. But eventually, I will put those clips together and just make one long video. I figured if I can put shorts up, and shorts do really good on the channel. That's what blows my mind. Shorts do really good in views. And it's a mini series I'm making with AI. So let me get that out of the way first. So, but it looks really good. And it's just, it's a way that I can tell. I love to tell stories. I've always loved creative writing. So I started messing with this not long ago, very recent, and started to create this little a Gen X Dead Band little mini series thing with AI. So I write the script, and Ralph and I and are the main characters, and then a friend of mine, Ricky, has just joined. He's the bass player in the band, so stick around for that. If I think it's a cool little storyline to that I can let my imagination kind of run wild. And
Would it, Joe, if you punched in the right words or whatever, could you say, all of a sudden Ralph has a cape and he flies through the air? Would that work? Would it do that?
yeah,
That's a trip.
yeah. It's pretty lenient. Now there's some things it won't do. Like I said, I was trying it out. I was doing just that. I was trying out what I could and couldn't, or what it would and wouldn't do. And I said, okay, we were playing a show, and then this kind of questionable figure is in the audience with a hood on, and he's there to start trouble, and it wouldn't even do that because it looks at that as
being something dark.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's maybe hinting toward something bad. And I said, well, that's fine. I just want to see if it would, how far I could push it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I wouldn't want to put that in the story anyway. But I said, well, what can I do?
You needed to know the parameters.
Yes. So, but Gen X Dad Band is fun. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at the shorts on this channel, and you'll get an idea of what I mean. And I'm going to release one tomorrow, and it's going to be about a 4 or 5 minute video. I'm just going to release that. It was really my first go at the Gen X Dad Band, this mini-series thing. I'm going to release that, but I'm not going to pick it up from where that leaves off because the shorts are just easier for me to do, and it's just easier to do it that way on my phone. The other one I'm going to release tomorrow, I did it on the computer, and man, it took forever. And I was like, my God. So it's just easier to do this on my phone. So the shorts will continue.
I need to send you some more pictures of myself, so I'm not wearing
Yes.
the same clothes. I need to put on some glamour shots for you.
Yeah, and
Outfits.
that's the one thing about AI that I was shocked because when it says upload a picture of the character, which is Ralph and I put it only shows from your head to your shoulders. That's it. You can't see the shirt or nothing, but AI is advanced enough to know exactly what you're wearing and the detail. I was like, wow, that's incredible. So
put me in shorts one time, and
yeah, now that
it's funny, but
sometimes I'm wearing shorts and another I'm wearing pants, and then
so ideally a picture. If I send you a picture, it needs to head to toe would be ideal. I know it can figure it out, but
yeah,
you want it to be accurate.
I would guess, yes, I would guess, and some shots I'm wearing a watch, and I don't never wear watches.
I don't either. Yeah.
And some shots I got an earring, and I don't wear earrings, or whatever, like people did back in the day.
To be honest.
Yeah, I was like, is that an earring? So some things AI just throws in there, and of course the voices are not consistent. It's going to sound like one person, and then the next clip it's going to sound a little different. I have no control over that. So if you can look past those small little things, I think you would enjoy the Dead Band, the Gen X Dead Band miniseries. I think,
and some of those little quirks and mistakes are kind of funny. Like
funny, and
it mentions me. I signed my shirt. Apparently, I'm signing an autograph. I put it on my shirt.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, what? But I still thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And just the way it kind of put that together, I was like, oh, that is kind of hilarious, man. Because I didn't ask it to do that.
Wasn't too far off on my handwriting, honestly.
Yeah. I thought I was like,
how did that work?
It was. I don't know. But yeah, it was. But it's fun to do. I got a lot more writing to do. I got 3 more shorts, YouTube shorts that are ready to come out in the next 3 days in a row. So you can just follow the storyline through the shorts right now, and so we'll just see how it's fun to do. Plus, I paid a good bit of money for the subscription for a year, so I want to use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to just let it go to waste, and it's just fun to be able to tell a story. Let me get back to this chat real quick. Rod says Don Henley is the reason why I don't listen to Eagles anymore.
All it takes is one bad egg.
That's it. JV's Hangout.
Yep.
JV's Hangout says, nice guitar, guys. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, sir. We enjoy to play guitar, and we support everybody that plays guitar on here, and if whatever they like, we don't care. Everybody's different. Mr. Bill Frank has joined the chat. Good evening, everyone. I just got done watching Brandon Like. Okay, I'm not sure who that is, but all right. What is the name of the channel? Of whose channel? If you're talking about the mini series I'm doing, it's called Gen X Dad Band. That's what that is. It's on my channel, if that's what you're referring to. Let's see. We got Mr. Bill Frank says that, Ralph, I wish I was as talented as you. I can only play guitar.
I barely do that.
Well, Ralph is very talented. He is a multi-instrumentalist, yes. Liquor Master Flex, the stars no longer shine in the southern sky. Yeah, I got you on that.
Good one.
That's good. AJ Brown, I think I'm going to... Let me read this first before I voice my opinion. I have to admit, Boys of Summer by Don Henley is an incredible song. I agree. I was actually playing some riffs from that today. Don is one of my childhood best friends' cousin. True story.
I was going to say, 'cause if he hadn't put true story, you never know about AJ.
Yeah, when people say that, I'm like, okay.
Childhood best friends.
I'm not going to go. Yeah. Oh, really? I'm like, yeah.
True.
Whatever.
If he says true story, it's true story.
Yeah. I'm not doubting that, but I'm saying people in the past have come. Oh, so and so is my second cousin from my mom's. Dude, I don't care.
Right.
That don't mean jack crap. I don't care.
Jack crap.
Yeah, 'cause I can't say the other. Scott from South Carolina. Rush is coming to Charlotte in November. They are old farts, but yeah, they're doing it, and they got that young woman that's drumming for them.
Annika Niles.
Yes. Wow, that's awesome. I'm glad she got that gig, man. JV's Hangout. I play guitar, bass, sing, harmonica, drums. I'm decent at it, but wish I had more time to practice. My old brother was the drummer, and now I'm taking the time to learn piano correctly. There you go.
I need to take the time to learn stuff correctly. I just do it my way. You know?
Yeah, that's always been my fallback. I just do it my own way, and I think that's...
Who needs lessons? Just figure it out.
I've always shot myself in the foot.
Like Barney Fife.
Yeah. Liquor Master Flex. Yeah, man, Boys of Summer gets cranked on the poolside playlist every year. I love that song.
Great song.
I love that song. Yeah, I've always loved that song. I can't deny that. That is a huge hit. And it's always been one of my favorites. Liquor Master Flex, YouTube shorts always do better for me too. They get way more views for some reason.
Short attention span.
My yes.
Philosophy. That's why my videos are a minute and a half.
Yeah, that's something else. I tell you.
That's a lot of work to make a minute and a half video too. You know, Joe.
Yes. Jeff C. Hey man, did you ever see the Jerry Cantrell Dad Band short from a few years ago? It was hilarious. I did not see that, sir. Scott wants to know, did Ralph make a shrine to Zakk Wylde?
He is my favorite guitar player, but what makes you think a shrine?
Mikey, I always get this mixed up. Mikey Hignite says Gen X Dad Band, correct? Yes, sir, that's correct. I like to check it out sometime. Yes, sir, just if you go on this channel and go to where the category says shorts, and you can see a couple that are already posted. Yeah, you can see what I mean by those. It'll tell you everything. JV's Hangout. AI can be used for good or bad, hoping everyone uses it for good. Yeah, that's what we all hope for, yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
There's always somebody that's going to use it the wrong way.
You must use your powers for good.
Yeah, they always abuse it, yeah. AJ Brown says, stop writing your name on your shirt when you sign autographs, Ralph.
I'll give him the shirt off my back. I need to sign it first.
Yeah, I need to sign it first. Joe, what software or website do you use to create your AI? It's called movieflow.ai.com. Movieflow, all one word, .ai.com. So I signed up for a year.
Yeah.
And it was over $400. So I was like,
it's on the pricey side.
It was, but it's if you plan on using it like I'm wanting to tell a story, and I mean, to me, it's in the end, it's worth it. It's a hefty price up front, but I'm going to use the heck out of it because I will tell you this before we get off. We over our limit. I'm sorry. We're 15 minutes over. Ralph's like, "Hey man, I got to go."
I hadn't thought about it, Joe.
He's like, "I got to go, man. I got little Debbie calling me."
No, I had 2 goody powders. I'm good to go. Woo!
Oh, we got another 2 hours then.
2 more hours in me left.
he's like,
I don't think the chat's got 2 more hours, but you know,
I'm just kidding.
I'll be here.
Let's see. JB's hang on. I look forward to seeing the shorts. Thank you. And about AI, using it for good or bad. But here's something. I'll share this with y'all. I shared it with Ralph earlier, and I asked Ralph's opinion, and he agreed with me. He thought it was okay. So I wanted to see if this would work. Okay, just listen to what I have to say first. Hear me out. So my father has been passed away since 2020. He died of cancer. And I have a picture on my desk of my parents side by side, and it was right before he got real bad sick. And that picture, I took that picture, and we're at a hospital in Greenville. My wife was having one of her back surgeries, so that's where my parents were at the time I took that picture. Actually, I think it was in the hospital in Greer. My wife was having one of her back surgeries, so my parents came down to support, support from my wife and me. And I said, "Can I take y'all's picture?" And they posed, and I snapped the picture. So what I did is I took my phone, and I took a picture of the right side, which is my dad, and I cropped it, and I put it in the AI thing. And I wanted to try to find a way to work it into the storyline where my AI self could go back in time to like the late 90s, because my dad was still healthy then, and see my father and try to make contact with him. And I do that in this one clip, but my dad doesn't, I'll just tell you this, he doesn't recognize me. And so I find it best to just leave because I don't want to mess up the current timeline. I'll just tell you that. I won't tell you nothing else, but I worked that into that because I just, and to be honest with you, when the video processed and I watched it back, I was like, oh God, it was that realistic for that brief moment. And then when my dad the AI likeness of my father went to speak, that deflated a little because that's not my dad's voice.
Brought you back to reality. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But I just wanted it. That was my way, if you can understand this. And I don't mean for this to be morbid, but it was my way to kind of bring my dad back for just a couple of minutes. And for me to be able to say something to him, because when he passed, I didn't have that chance. I was on the way to try to get there. And when I got there, he was already passed. So I didn't have a chance to say goodbye. So that's always weighed heavy on my mind. So that's why I put it in that part in the clip.
Joe asked me about it. I thought it was a good idea. And I honestly thought I might get Joe to do something similar for me, except without any talking, because my dad had a thick German accent. And if he comes talking, hey, that's going to break the whole illusion. So, because his accent was so thick, but it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I thought that too. I thought, should I just have it where the likeness of my father doesn't say anything? And I said, well, no. Let me just say a couple of things. And but yeah, I totally get what you're coming from, Ralph. I totally get it. And I told Ralph, I said, yeah, man, I can do it any way you want. Whatever.
Any way you want.
Yeah, and that's the good thing with doing this AI. You can create your own story and tell it how you want, long as it's within the parameters, like Ralph said. And you can tell a good story. It's just a cool creative, another creative avenue. For all of us that play guitar and music, you're already creative, you know. So if I can use that as another creative road to express something, I'm going to do it. And so far it's working. It makes me feel really good when I put these clips together, because I can kind of live out my dreams. And for Ralph and I, well, for me, I don't know about him, but he looks at some of this too, and it's kind of like, I wish we could have done this when we were a lot younger, but it just wasn't the right time, you know. So I'm trying to tell a story on that, from that aspect. Like, this is what we're able to do this now, even though we're this Gen X dead band, you know. But it's just, you know, it's just a fun way to tell a story. That's all. So, you know, let's see. Jet Boy, hey man, how you doing, man? We're about to wrap up. I hope you're doing well, sir. I hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. AJ Brown, that's why we love you, Joe. Such a good heart. Well, thank you, man.
He does.
That's very kind. JV's Hangout. My two loves, technology and music. Been in the IT field all my career, and I have mixed feelings when I ran across Suno AI back when it first came out. Still not sure how I feel. I use that, JV. I use that to help write songs.
Really good songs.
It helped me write. I released an album. I wrote the songs. I wrote all the lyrics. I wrote all the guitar parts. Of course, Suno provided the vocals and the drums and the bass, any keyboards, but all the songs stem from my ideas. But so it's like I had a songwriting partner, and you can take that. Anybody can take that with how they want. I love it. To me, it was fantastic. It reignited a musical spark in me. I was at a point in my life, I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to play. I'm playing these same songs. I was in a rut. And then Ecater, who was a subscriber of the channel, brought it to my attention about Suno AI, and I was like, what is that? And I started to research it, and I tried it, and I said, oh God, yeah, I'm in. So it was, I love it. I'll play some of those songs tomorrow night. Some of those songs I wrote with Suno AI. To me, it was fun. AJ Brown, something that would be fun would be for you to, oh man, just
good idea.
Let me read it. Okay, plug in some old pics of you and Ralph and tell AI childhood. Yes, yeah, I thought about that the other night. I did. That is true. Yes, because there are some stories that Ralph and I have told on here.
Recreate those.
Yes,
That would be a
I
trip.
promise you, I thought about that the other night. I wasn't going to say nothing, but
We have some good stories. I would
Yeah,
love
man.
to see them again and see how close to my memory they come.
you're going to have to send me those pictures again, Ralph.
I'll give them to you in person.
I don't know. Just send it to me on your phone, and
What'd I say?
well, all right. Then.
Just kidding. Yeah. I'll thank you.
But no, that way I already have it on my phone, and I can do whatever. But yeah, I can. That is fantastic. I actually did think about that. Thank you, AJ.
He tells me. He's our social media consultant.
Yes. Thank you, AJ. But yeah, that would be a great way to recreate those stories of a couple of things that Ralph and I, well, more than a couple, but only the couple that I can remember right now. That I'm surprised that we're still here to talk about it. That's how dangerous it was, man. It was just ooh. And if my parents were to ever know,
Back on it. Yeah.
oh my God! Now,
I'm surprised we never come back to my house, and neither one of my parents were ever there waiting on us. You know what I mean?
I know exactly
you
what
sneak
you
out
mean.
and you're gone for hours, and then you come home and your parents are sitting there in the dark waiting on you. That never happened. I don't know how it never happened.
Never did.
Because we're not the quietest people.
Yeah, we would sneak out of Ralph's bedroom. It was weird how their house was. It's like part of the house was like the lower
Underground.
section was like underground. So his window, you would climb out his window. Your foot was hitting the front lawn.
Yeah.
So you go, and you're standing up, and you're like, and
Yeah, coming
so
back in.
you
there's
were
a
taller
problem.
than the window, and it was when you got outside. So we would sneak out and go on these adventures in the middle of the night and come back and sneak back in and how that happened without anything
injuries?
bad? Because I thought to myself, well, I didn't think this then, but now I'm like, man, your dad could have banned me from that house, said, don't you ever come back here. But yes. So yeah, man, I tell you,
Where Jit Boy said he'd been using AI for 15 to 20 years. That's incredible.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
it's been around. I just
it's
didn't
been around for a long
what
time.
degree,
Yeah.
how sophisticated has it been, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time, but like I've said, AI is now becoming eligible for the consumer, for content creators, and it's easily accessible now. And AI is a lot better for content creating than it was just 2 years ago.
Yeah, and it's easier for the older generation to go, I'm not doing that AI. Yeah, I don't, that don't like change. But you just adapt and, move with it, or you'll get left behind.
Ralph, can you say the name of your channel, please, to text so we can check it out?
Ralph the German Butcher.
There you go. JV's Hangout says, I've used it to make songs that I normally wouldn't have taken the time to actually record it all out. That's when it's fun to me. I'm not knocking it for sure. Yeah. Yeah, man. I've heard both sides of the fence, I guess, with people. It's Suno on steroids, Jit Boy said. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you feel better. Yes. Yeah, I love it. For me, it's because I don't have time to be in a full-fledged band. I'm doing good to go to Ralph's every other Friday and us have this duo that we just recently started. And it's everything I can do to go over there because it's an hour and a half to get there. Mm-hmm. And then I try to make sure we have at least 2.5 hours or 3 hours max of jam time, practice time. Then I got to drive an hour back. So it's an all-day thing. Mm-hmm. So other than that, I've always kind of just been a one-man band, and the Suno AI really helped me out. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it got me out of a huge rut. But yeah. All right, y'all. Ralph, is there anything else, man, that you want to talk about or something?
I think we've talked enough, man. I think I'm just surprised this many people hung on. I appreciate y'all hanging in.
Yes, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. Y'all be sure to return tomorrow night for the live jams right here on the Joe Wentz Project TV. The birthday jam is tomorrow, and so I'm on vacation. So yeah, man, looking forward to that. We'll have a good time, and we'll play a few songs. I don't know how long I'll be on for. It depends. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling and all that. But yeah, so thank y'all so much for sticking around, and thank you to the new members. We got some new members this evening. That's very awesome.
That's cool.
Thank y'all so much for taking the time to join us here on the Joe Wentz Project TV YouTube channel. You are watching J&R's Talking Guitars podcast. Links will be in the description if you want merch, music, information about the gear I use. All that stuff will be in the description below. And if you have any more questions, I'll put my email in the chat. It's guitarman_jw@yahoo.com. I'll get to you when I can. So, but feel free to reach out anytime. And don't forget to check out Ralph the German Butcher on YouTube as well. So
yeah, please do. I don't have as much time to put out videos. Like I was putting them out fairly like every other week. I haven't done that here lately. I'm gonna get back on that because I got a lot of songs. I tell Joe all the time, I've got half songs done all over the place. I get sidetracked like squirrel. I started on this. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm doing this. I need to stop and finish one. So
yes, that's right.
I do need to start releasing more stuff. Release the Kraken. Release the Kraken.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much. And we'll see you tomorrow. And y'all have a good night. And,
see ya.
Take care, everybody.
Night.
All right. Bye-bye.